Okay, fellas. We shall be starting soon. My commentator is not here yet, but you know, she'll be here soon. So, yeah. Not many people are missing for the check-ins. Oh, by the way, I wouldn't say earlier. Thank you for the follows, FG Trios and these. Thank you very much. So let me check-ins and see how many people are missing still. We're missing still 5. Should be fine. Don't have long, I'll ping them again, but I don't have much, so we'll see. But regardless, anyone else, how are you guys doing? How's it going on? Check. Sonicson. How is Sonicson missing? What the fuck? Check. Loves, check them, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Oh god, wait. Oh wait, is challenge fucking up? It might be fucking up. I don't know why I'm here. I mean, I don't know, Chell. Well, there works for you, man. Everyone is free to join, you know? Give me a sec. Hang on. Okay. Oh, hello?
Yeah. How you
How's it
doing?
going, dude? Are we good? We're good.
I'm not mine up, pal.
Hmm?
Didn't realize it was still on. Alright, there you go.
Yeah. Not missing much. It's fine. We're missing like 4 people. We should be fine, I think. Fucking bro, Sonicson joined somehow. Like one of my buddies joined up and he still didn't like check in. Like, oh, man.
I mean, 24 is quite a good number anyway.
Oh yeah, no, man, I'm not
Divisible
complaining.
by 8, so.
Yeah, definitely not complaining, man. That's good for me, dude.
No, I just like divisible by, divisible by 8 numbers.
Yeah.
In brackets. It's nice. Makes it easier.
Yeah, and we take what we can get, man. Okay, okay, so time for check-ins already is officially done. People are gonna die right now. Give me a sec.
Do you want me to label all of the brackets when it's done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, chickens are gone. 4 people died in the accident. It's okay. Completely fine. Okay, so if you can do some quick shuffling and then we can already start with our first match.
Alright, sure.
Okay. Let me get some AC here actually. Fucking it's actually getting so fucking hot these days. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I have NVIDIA RTX on, so I can have a fan on right next to me, and typically you can't hear it, so...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm pretty sure the AC isn't loud or anything like at all. It's fine. But yeah.
Nah, it's
Your
just
mic
that
is
in the
on.
UK, obviously, we don't usually have AC.
Wait, really? Wait, is it like illegal or something?
It's literally just like a fan, like a big old fan.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So, I've whacked it on because it is, again, really hot. But the people that we did lose is Bennett, Sonic San, and Trishula, who are pretty good players. I know that the last one is Francisco Franco, who is a Soros player. So, they're all pretty decent players that I know about.
I mean,
bit sad to see
unfortunate,
him
man. Yeah, it'd be like that, I don't know. I also hit Evening Breaker.
Yeah. The brackets have been shuffled, so
We're good?
I'll
Okay,
label them
cool,
now.
cool. Okay, I can start playing them then. Okay. Actually, is there any match you want to see in particular? Because I'm not.
From round 1, or...
Yeah.
Why not Zero Shell against Breaker? That's a good match for, like,
Yeah.
a HAB representative against an ATC representative.
Sounds good to me, man. Okay. Okay, I'll call them all that. Is it random seeding? No, it's top 8 seeded and everything else is random. Okay, give me a sec. Now, pull them up. So, Shell on stream versus. You said Breaker, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good.
There were a bunch of, like, people who... Well, obviously Bennett dropped out at the end. He was in the top 8. So
Yeah.
I believe Gumius took his spot, but Gumius isn't bad either, so
Mm-hmm.
it's all good.
Okay. So we'll do only one match for round 1 because we don't have like enough people, so I don't wanna hold it up a bit too long. Okay, there you go. How many entrants? 24 at the moment.
A nice divisible by 8 number, you know. Always cozy.
Yeah, we're good. I take that.
I'm putting a lot of pressure on you because you're a pretty damn good Ferry player, man.
Yeah. Wait, he plays Fairy or Stories?
No, Breaker. He plays Ferry.
No, Fairy. Oh, good, good. I want to see some nice deck, hopefully. I actually don't know what Chell plays. I think he plays Bubs, but I'm not sure anymore because I haven't played him in a while.
Yeah, I've commentated with him once, I believe, but I don't think I've ever seen him play.
Give me a sec. Let me start the screenshot thingy.
Zeta better period, man. Zeta better period.
The better period, man. I don't know. You people are delusional, do this way.
Nah, Zeta is 100% best girl, dude.
Hang on, I forgot how to decrease the quality for the Discord thingy. Remember?
I don't know. I haven't really done it inside call before, like an actual call before. I usually do it in channels.
Fine anyway,
yeah, it should be fine.
Oh, thank you for the follow Bush Club, by the way. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so we have the first match already. There you go.
It looks like it is Bubs as well.
Oh yeah, of course it's Bubs. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely a Zero Shell character. Here you go. Yeah.
Oh really? The last that I heard is that Zero was playing like Noelle, I guess.
Wait,
it's the
who?
only character that comes to mind. Zero Shell. Is that no? Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Are you thinking of Verziel? Verziel's a different guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nah, Shell
guy.
plays like a bunch of like evil guys and stuff. I think he's really excited for Belial, but he's not out yet, so.
See another FGC villain.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Believe in victory.
Okay, so let's see our first match. So I'll start here. Okay.
Breaker against
Yeah, nice.
Zero
Good
Shell.
confirm right away. Shell having some issues at approaching here. He's jumping a bit too much here, I think. Yeah, there you go, nice
I mean,
anti-air.
honestly,
Okay.
the thing is with Bubs is that his biggest weapon, especially in a matchup like this, is his jumps. But if you get haphazard with them and, you're playing against a decent player like Breaker, they definitely aren't going to let you get away with it. Barry was actually, weirdly, one of the characters that invalidated Bubs on the Japanese tier list. There was a hidden Discord tech, or at least a hidden Japanese tech, of spamming 63M as Ferry to make it so that Bubs can literally never jump. Because the recovery on it's so short that you can usually defend anything that Bubs does in reaction, like teleport, etc.
Oh, his hit confirm still, man. Nice, bits of the key. Okay. Good shot.
And now back to full screen. Mind, come for the Vine Weapon.
Yeah, that's a bit risky, but that's. Didn't get punished much. Okay, nice. There you go. Good OP.
Nice, brilliant jump in, but doesn't convert off of it because he does the charged medium.
Went for a plus 10. Nice, there you go.
There you go,
Good
nice
jump, good reaction.
taking SPF.
Yeah, okay. No reactions, good bit.
Yeah, there's no way you can react to it.
I wish, man. Oh, okay, there you go. Could have killed with a hit confirm thing. Into super. Fine.
Running him down. Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with the use of with the use of install there. You're trying to play Melty Blood, but you can't put them in enemy mix-ups unless you got them in the
God,
door,
I mean,
you have pressure going.
You can go for like funny mix, but no, not quite from that distance. Like you're not gonna.
Yeah, especially if they're on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
What you'd see usually in that situation is Ferry players throwing a lot of buttons and cancelling them into 2L to pull back in the hurt boxes, etc. But obviously, with how Zero's playing right now, it's a lot of random jumps in neutral. So if you do that, you're kind of opening yourself up to lose how Zero Shell's playing. Right there, that is actually a fake setup, bro. Venom has given us the tech.
Really?
If you down tech there, if you down tech there, you can get out of that setup, I believe. Against Bubs, do you teleport media?
Okay, gonna just rematch right away. Breaker
By the
plays
way,
only
it's a bit of a
pairs.
knowledge check. And who the hell has knowledge in the Bubs matchup?
Yeah, it's just gonna be
Hey,
that
Zai, how you
common,
doing?
really. Like I know he's like pretty cool, but people don't really seem to play him just because of, like he's not very good, I guess.
He's not great, but most of the characters in this game are relatively passable. I mean, just look at Venom, he wins countless events in Europe with Bubs, but at the end of the day,
Nice.
he has a full toolkit. It's just the tools inside of that toolkit aren't quite effective as other characters in the cast.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame for like a balance in this kind of game where like since like tools are like so simple most of the part, it just ends up being where like some character just gonna have like the better tools and that's it.
Good DP there, though. Running Zero Shell back into neutral. Wow, go for SPA to connect.
Can't be advantage shit, so it's fine.
Wow, gets a teleport on the far medium. See, that's another tool that you really can't sleep on in this matchup. Is that Bub's teleport, the only real use that it has is in melee setups
Yeah.
and to punish very committal options. And Perry happens to have some of the more committal options at mid to full screen ranges
Yeah.
compared to other characters in the cast. You know,
Oh.
obviously she also has GG, so you gotta watch yourself going for the teleports on the committal buttons.
Yeah,
Breaker.
I think I do.
Getting pretty lucky there, I'm not gonna lie. Unless that was some galaxy brain Yomi, you know, putting the
There's
GG down,
absolutely
knowing.
no way. No way. Okay.
Nice.
CX Black Hole.
Not knowing how to deal with Black Hole as well. Another classic knowledge check against Bubs. And also, again, Black Hole, a great tool for dealing with other characters' committal tools, like if they're throwing fireballs full screen, or if they're throwing committal buttons, you can just suck them in the Black Hole and it will punish them. But, you know, if there are other tools in the game that are just as good, if not better than Black Hole, and don't have double the cooldown, but Zero Tail you can back up.
There. I wonder.
Yeah, that was pretty. I don't know. I think it was probably something like a. Yeah, something like that. It would have been something like that. You'd have to imagine. I'm not sure if any of the abilities were on cooldown there, but if they were, it would make sense. You know, you've got the cross up and then
There you go.
got the wrong one.
Charles seems to be having some reaction to just punishing the GG call still here. Just kind of a big.
Yeah, I mean that's one of, if not the most important thing for playing against Fairy in general is you can't let her get away with GG calls and neutral for free. It's like the one big gap. Nice.
Especially
Possibly
because
this
she
time.
gets so much out of it. That's like the biggest part here.
Going for the melee setup, take the pressure, doesn't get a mix up, and Breaker using the barrage to get right out of there.
Okay.
Nah, you're not watching your toes as well.
Nice.
The importance of GG tech for yeah. Early tech though, so you risk getting blown up there by Universal Overhead and Surface DA.
Almost got the comfort.
Oh wow,
Oh, they should be dead.
Four
Yeah,
at
nice.
teleporting neutral into dead.
Oh, there you
That's
go. That's
something you don't
so
see very
actually.
often.
Good.
Damn, that was a bit of a throw up.
I actually didn't expect. I didn't really expect that at all. Okay. That was
Yeah,
like.
I wasn't expecting, especially the way that ended. The way that ended was especially confusing. If there's one thing that I can quickly ask though, before we get into the next match,
Yeah.
is can you stop streaming and then stream it again, but with the audio turned off
Oh yeah, give me a second.
for the application?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it just makes it a bit hard to hear. Is all.
Oh, yeah. You can mute it by the way. Pretty sure, but. Hang
Yeah,
on.
but
Wait,
for some
that-
reason
that's
it
not to
turns
be on
down
my
your
end.
audio as well.
Hang on, wait. I can do something else. Give me a sec. I have an idea.
It's just odd.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
when
no,
I
I got it,
use
I
the
got it.
audio dial, it just turns you down as well. It's a bit spooky.
Okay, you know, I'll just do it this way. Yeah, okay, no. Oh, because I was using the wrong option. My bad. Okay, I got it. There we go. It should be good enough, right?
There we go. Sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, hang on. Give me a second. Losers round 1 and 2 play SAP. Yeah, they can. Sorry, I'll call them out right now. Either way, we can already go into round 2 winners anyway. Should be meshes ready already. So let me check.
Zane Zavid would be a great game. Zane being a very good Lancelot and Zavid being a pretty good Zoe player.
Give me a second. Okay, yeah, so we can do that actually. Don't mind. Thank you for the follow gummies, by the way. Thank you very much. Zane Zavine? Yeah, okay, that's good. Can we do 2 actually? Should be able to. First
Yeah,
match
should be able
went
to do
on.
too. It's a bit of a small bracket.
Okay, then okay, give me a second. Pin the gun. Oh, Benner's just got here. Unlucky, man.
Yeah, that's sad.
Okay.
It would have been a treat to see Benner's play, as in a less, because Benner's very consistently makes top 8 in pretty much every event that he enters from.
Yeah, I know. I
the
heard.
1-5
He's like really good. He's really fucking
Yeah,
good. No,
probably the best Vasaraga in Europe. There are a couple of people who might contend for him for that, but at least in my heart, he's the best Vasaraga in Europe. But he always enters into very stacked brackets against equally very good players who happen to be playing characters that aren't Vasaraga. So it's no surprise that we get to see him take a bigger event like Gibbs or HJB. But I have faith. If he keeps on the grind like he has been, I see it happening.
By the way, do you have any idea for the second match we might do? Because I don't. think
Outside of Zane Zavid?
Yeah, no, other than Zane Zavid, the other one. We can do 2 around 2, right? Pretty sure.
Sanya-chan Jundo should also be very good. Charlotta versus Ferry.
Okay.
Jundo being one of the apprentices of Rickster. And, wow, we saw the other one a second ago, Breaker.
Yeah.
And then Jundo, another one of his apprentices, and then
Oh,
we have
is he
Sanya-chan,
really?
who is
Okay.
one of the
Wait,
Ferry Slayers.
Bunch of pretty much like a dojo out here. Okay. Okay, so ready whenever. Yeah. Okay, we good.
Yeah, you know, Charlotta, definitely pretty renowned for being a bit of a rough matchup for Ferry. But in a recent tournament, which one was it? I believe it was... Maybe that was it. It was the Cynical event for his Jewel Resort server. There were like 6 separate Charlotta players who were just destroying all the regular players. And Thunder ended up taking a Spanish Charlotta player who doesn't tend to attend events very often.
Oh, there you go. Goes DP right that way to jump in. Some pressure.
Yeah, so Zane is a player that I believe he's actually playing at someone else's place, and that's why he's able to enter these events. But he's typically a UK-based PS4 player.
Oh,
So
really?
in the past couple of days, we've been seeing him able to attend these PC events, but you know, we don't typically get to see it. So, oh, getting the Universal Liver can hit, gets the confirm.
Okay. Oh,
Empty jump into throw, but ends up whiffing. I believe he took a step back before he did the empty jump, and that's why that whiff.
Wasn't the timing? Might have been. Looks like it.
It could have been the timing because of obviously you have when you wake up you have 8 frames of throwing wrong, but he did also step back. Regardless, has all of the pressure right now, sitting very comfortably, just waiting for Zavid to hang himself right now.
Yeah, Zavid kind of needs to get like that. It seems like the biggest issue with Zoe, she does have like pretty good set. Getting it started might be bigger of an issue.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Straight for the dragon. The thing is that Zoe actually has really good neutral. The only issue is that her jump arc and her run speed, run startup and her walk speed is pretty piss poor. It's kind of like Beelzebub and characters like that. Like her buttons especially are pretty good, and she
Yeah,
has some pretty
play them
good neutral
or
tools like jump thunder, etc. But yeah, you're really kind of hampered when you have no DP for situations like this. You know, you're kind of sitting there just taking the brunt of Lancelot makes impression. You know, that's not what you want to be with no DP.
Oh, unfortunately, double overhead. It also
Yeah,
seems
getting
to me
hit
like
by the second hit of the overhead.
it seems to me like in general, like Zoe also. Oh, nice, good mesh out. It seems like one issue is also like well, she has a really good buttons for neutral. Her confirms from X distance aren't like really the best, unless she gets a counter hit.
Yeah, I mean that comes. But, oh, nice, great air throw. Good call out from Zavid there. And the pressure's starting. Nice. This is looking relatively promising. Doesn't get it confirmed from the 63H. Hit at a little bit of an awkward timing, and now we're back to the scrambles. But gets the knockdown. Doesn't go for a
Nice,
setup.
and
Goes
the
for
empty
empty
jump.
jump into low. There you go. Steals the round back. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, the thing is about Zoe is that without her dragons previously set up in mid screen, it does feel like she has pretty middling return for you know, far range confirms in mid screen. But at the same time, your aim as this character is pretty much just to get that knockdown so you can run your set play, if you know what I mean. So it loses a little bit of its negatives when you take it into account that way. If this character had ridiculous mid-screen confirms and then ridiculously Oki as well, it would be Zeta.
Yeah. If only she had the reverse, so she will be top 1 free, man. Unfortunate. Can't have that much.
I don't know if she'd be top 1 free, but she'd definitely be up there with the other characters in, you know, A+.
Okay. Whatever.
It's hard to hang out with characters like Percival and Grant, you know. It's not slim pickings up there.
I mean, we'll see if like eventually, like I don't know if we're gonna get any more nerfs, but the thing is, those can like easily be balanced and just by like frame data were nerfed pretty much.
Honestly, the game is already pretty balanced. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Fair
The character, you know, the balance of the game means that most of the characters are pretty damn strong. Some more than others, but in a game that's so fundamentals based, obviously, if you have a more complete kit, having access to, you know, meterless reversals and having access to getting 7 golden letters and the DP and neutral there was beautiful from Zoe there. But yeah, if you have stuff like meterless reversals, good confirms, and you know, good run speed, so you have a good throw game, you're gonna be a lot better off than other characters. Nice, gets the crouch only confirm on the 638 set.
Wasn't quite in range for a close H, so she would have gotten more like a set play starter. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's also a bit of a shame because what you said, we're probably going to be seeing patches again until around about season 2. It is,
Yeah.
you know, going right there. You saw it, right? Zoe actually has pretty good throw range. So if this character had good run startup and good walk speed, she'd actually have a really nasty throw game. Obviously, the dragons help her throw game quite a lot because she can get throw confirms where other characters can't.
Yeah. Well, not only
The only
that,
other
but
one in the game
also
is
if you set
Fairy.
up your 6H, you can throw in the gap as well. So like there comes like another layer there as well. Like you just call it and you have like extra stuff from there.
Zane's pretty good, man. He's a PS4 only player though, so it makes sense he had tired of him.
Yeah. Quite unsure here, just a lot of jumping. Seems to be
Yeah, I mean, it's
just kind of
Lancelot, and obviously, you don't really want to be standing on the ground in this matchup against Lancelot as Zoe. The only time that you do is when you're doing that, right? You're charging your dragon, you're trying to bait him into doing a neutral skip, and then you can respond with your reversal from the dragon. But it's always risky, especially because if you eat a 668, you're gonna take a considerable amount of damage. So you tend to jump a lot, and you know one of the reasons why Zoe tends to jump a lot as well is that she has that. Wow, brilliant air throw! That was beautiful.
That was a
Taking
great,
it
great
all the way into the
there.
corner. Yeah, it really was.
Oh no!
Oh, getting universal overhead counter hit again. Though this is going to be dead, but one more touch will do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zoe has ways to alter her air movement and to snipe people on the ground trying to catch her while she's in the air.
Okay, luckily she doesn't seem to get like much from it though. Oh!
No, but she
not
gets
too
a
much
knockdown.
here. Yeah, she'll be dead.
Man, that's gonna work. That has, like, because of the fact that it's so huge, it actually has some of the worst on-block frame advantage in the game. Like, you're very heavily stuck in
Yeah,
recovery.
you can do whatever you want if you block that. I've seen that.
Especially because if you block it, like, if they block it, they're actually put into quite a lot of hit stun. So it's still heavily punishable, right? You can get a heavy confirm from basically any range.
Yeah.
But it really becomes more apparent when someone spot dodges it, so they're not even put into the block stun. Like, they can literally, like, jump in and get a jump in punish on it. It's kind of gross.
I mean, that's not even like the biggest issue anyway, because decent amount of supers are pretty punishable, but like the fact that it's also like decently slow, so it's hard to use or it's slow at some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to use as a reversal, because if they stuck a button, you got the guess right, it'll work.
It depends on the button. Because like, as in, like, you can do it like against like a 2L meter, for example. Like the recovery side is gonna be
no supers can, in fairness.
Yeah.
Depending on the button, no supers can. But for example, if you've got a character like Catalina or Gran, their 2L and their 5L have such a little recovery that even 6-frame supers don't work against them. So yeah, not every character is made equal in terms of their meaties, but typically most of them can, you know, as long as they get the meaty relatively deep.
Oh!
Wow, Pain is just absolutely
Disgusting.
he's cashing in on the universal overhead counter hits to the point that he actually takes up, you know, I believe it's like 2 rounds that I completely attribute to universal overhead pretty much alone.
That might have been like at least like in one round like 60% just from overheads. Yeah, if not more.
And that's on Lance as well with baby confirms.
Yeah. I mean, not like he needs big ones to be fair, but you know. Okay, Sanicha and Jun already here. Okay, nice. I'm just saying, I'm enjoying the players just being like, you know, Swift. Actually, like,
Hey man, they're
her...
professionals.
Yeah,
I got them
yeah.
trained.
Okay, good to know, good to know. I was
this is
getting
gonna be a good
getting
one.
by
I'm
an
looking
overhead when
forward
I
to
wasn't pressing anything. I don't know. I mean, something happened. I don't know what quite happened there. I mean... Okay, Jinmo and
Clearly something happened. Maybe he went to mash him out of universal overhead and, you know, ate the counter hit because it was too slow.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, it sucks, but you put up a good fight. Zane's no joke, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Regardless, Jindo against Sanya-chan, this is going to be a great match. Like, this is the kind of match that I get hyped to stream on any event.
Oh god.
Oh,
the
nice.
DP from that far, okay.
The thing is that you know that Fairy's more than likely going to stick out one of her buttons there, JM or JH. So going for DP there is the only real reliable way to anti-air it. Sanya-chan going for a nice amount of pressure, but I kind of understand why she spent EX hands there instead of going for Demon Flip mix, but in that specific situation, I think spending the Demon Flip cooldown would have been better than spending the hands cooldown.
Yeah, goes for the chip, save. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, as Fairy, what you really want to be doing this matchup is just slowing it down. I don't even agree with the pull-in there. Obviously, as you can see, didn't pay out in Jindo's favor. You really don't want to take risks like, you know, Charlotte getting out of your setups
so
with
safe.
DPs, etc.
Yeah.
Because you just want to keep her spaced out, and you don't want to be pulling her in and then risking a DP beating out your setup, right? Regardless, getting another great setup. Nice. Instant overhead, straight up, off of that GG setup. Clean round from Jindo. Couple of nice DPs from Sanya-chan though. Sanya-chan used to be known for, you know, it's a French player, not a French player, a Spanish player, pardon, playing a character with a DP, so
Oh my god,
I wonder
these
what they're known
flashes.
for.
He's
Yeah,
really
so-
abusing the 2U change though there.
The change that half came in for Charlotta is that her medium blankable actually had its attack level
Yeah.
raised, I believe. Or is it reduced? It's one of the two. Regardless,
I think it was
means that
reduced to a
flashes like that
250
happen
flash, yeah. No, but I
If
was
it was
the same.
reduced, then it means the heavy one was increased. I know that one of them was increased and one of them was decreased.
Oh, that's
And I remember thinking that the medium one, because medium isn't used very often. So yeah, I think
Okay,
it was
no,
actually
I meant
medium that
the
had
opposite,
its flash level reduced.
nice, no punish.
Because I remember thinking that it wasn't that important because you don't use Unblankable that much. Here, you're seeing here, wow, yeah, there you go, the other Blankable change coming in. H Blankable, you know, now has an increased attack level, so smokes that medium. Oh,
Jumpy,
doing the
nice.
jump in, that's dead.
Yeah, good confirm, good confirm.
That was a little bit more scrambly, which is, you know, how Sanya-chan wants the match to go. But Jundo still taking control, taking the win.
Believe in victory.
I think a lot of those times seem to have been going in his favor simply because of just oh my god, with punishment from Karel. Okay.
Honestly, I don't think we're seeing enough random DPs in neutral from Sanya-chan. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
channel your inner Mexican Ken.
Yeah,
or
the thing is,
Spanish Salada.
you unironically can against Fairy. That's the issue because it's just because of oh, good try, good tag. Just because of
What
like
it
how
takes with Charlotta, right, is catching one whip with DP, and then
yep.
you could use Blanca Ball in to get a melee setup, and with the way that Charlotta's pressure is structured, you can actually get like 3 or 4 medium hands in before Fairy can even do anything. And then obviously there's the DP RPS, but if you guess wrong as Fairy with that DP RPS, you're eating a sizable chunk of damage.
wait, actually, can Charlotte do like both L or M DP, like to punish buttons to still be able to get in, or does she have to do
Yeah.
L?
I believe that if you do H, you get a nice melee setup, but if you do L or M, you can still gain frame advantage and position advantage. But I'm not sure if you can get like a straight up melee.
Yeah, I mean frame advantages I understand. Yeah, okay, I meant like more of a meat thing. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
I'm not 100% sure. I suspect you probably still can, but couldn't say for certain.
Nice.
But
Command
this
grab.
gonna hurt. This
They should be
yeah.
dead, right?
No, he didn't actually optimize at all, but he didn't have the cooldowns to do it. But it
No, that-
still dies. because
As I said,
he
they
did
should
not
be
want
dead.
to get hit by Demon Blip into the throw.
You got a lot of
I mean, I
damage.
would expect if it wasn't Fairy, that character wasn't gonna die, but it is Fairy, so. Rest in peace, Jundo.
Is it even true? Because the thing is, like, the duration on that is like actually like minimal because of just how the system works. So I don't even
Yeah,
know.
no, I understand that, but at the same time, that was still absurd. And on a regular character, that definitely wouldn't have killed. It would have
Yeah,
been
okay.
2 to 300 health left, probably.
Nice. He doesn't get the hit
Oh,
on the
doesn't
GG.
land in the GG. If he did that, though, that was some Matrix shit. Nice.
I
there
get
you
the
go.
firm.
Good confirm.
Can't get much more from
Keeping
that.
the Charlotte out, but there you go. Gets a nice EX blankable. See if he can take the round back. I'm not sure if... Yeah, I don't know. You're spending super, so now you have literally no cooldowns going into the setup. It's going to be a bit rough, but there you go. Manages to not necessarily get anything out of it, but had the staggered pressure going. This is now really scary because you have to watch out for... Wow, never mind. Doesn't have the
Love that.
super, but one more touch is going to do it. Let's see if
See
he
the
goes for the
mix?
meaty demon flip. No.
Oh, what?
Goes for a rando jump and steals the corner.
How did you
Oh,
steal the
that
corner?
was-
What did you press to get out? Don't you
I
know?
believe that Jundo pressed a button and it pulled him out of the corner. I'd have to make that prediction.
Oh, it
But
might have been
regardless,
might have been like a 4H or something. I don't know.
yeah, that was regardless still pretty weird. More weird that Sanya-chan decided to go for random super jump forwards in that situation as opposed to going for a melee setup with Demon Flip, but we'll ignore that because it worked. Therefore, it was smart.
Yeah. Hindsight is always 50-50. You know?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Take the throw tech. That was a late tech though, but gets the DP afterwards. And now Fairy with her back to the corner. This is not where you want to be. Nice, just random DP.
Okay, yeah,
Doesn't
just to
catch
use
anything,
outside.
but
Yeah. Okay.
you gotta throw those out. You gotta remind him that he's not free to do whatever he wants in neutral.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. It wasn't even a punish, but got the counter hit on Sanya-chan trying to mash after the BX blankable.
It seems to be
Perfect
going a
no
lot
gremlins.
for like just the
There you go,
2H into
twice.
step touch.
Brilliant awareness from Jindo, you know? Even though he's not getting the actual punish on it, at the end of the day, because it has so little recovery that it's really hard to get a punish on. But there you go, getting the flip again. This is not dead. This chops the confirm, gets DP'd out. This could be very dangerous. Yeah, gets hit by the JH. Obviously, the super jump from Fairy there made her turn around, so she can actually get that
Yeah.
aerial. Otherwise, she's just going to be flying in the air, not able to do anything. Beautifully played from Jindo, but also a pretty big mistake from Sanya-chan with that drop.
Okay, nice. Just here. Just pressing to you, dude. Just doing it.
Hey man, they didn't nerf the recovery on that either. Charlotta and Fairy players laugh with their 0 recovery.
Oh my god. Nice, okay. Good whiff punish there. Both ending jumping, okay, plus. Oh
Nice.
no! Oh no, unfortunately, drop second left there. It's gonna like make Jundo's life a bit longer
Ooh,
for now.
thank you. Wow, really risky jump. Gets punished by the second part of the DP. Not ideal, but Freddy gets the DP right back in response. Now we're back into playing neutral, but all the cooldowns are being spent by Jundo. Random demon flip gets punished though, and this should,
Nice.
yeah, be dead. Sanya-chan bring it to match point. Nuts.
Battle 3. Engage.
I wonder how much is gonna be on the last round specifically. Let's see. Oh no! With that's gonna be the EX blankable for now. So he gets out of it.
Yeah, that was an
Braveda-
interesting one, but obviously got hit from the startup before the active frame started, otherwise that might not have been the situation. But anyway, doesn't really matter. As Jundo is back in the pressure, never mind.
Just look at
Sunny-chan
this
trying to
trigger.
bait DP, so Jundo having the awareness, taking his turn back. And then successfully using the DP. Great use of DP from Jundo so far. Not throwing it out haphazardly though is a big thing to note. Saving it for those situations that it's really useful.
The H looking so weird, like just going back instead of whiffing, like whiffing there, the timing. The Demon Flip EX, I don't know.
Yeah, it does look a little bit weird, but at the same time, yeah, I feel like it's kind of a punishment for the Shard Order players using it randomly in neutral. You know,
Yeah.
they deserve it.
They always do.
Oh, random super. This one isn't going to connect. But Charlotta Super, one of the hardest supers to punish. Berry, though, having those long-range, mid-range buttons.
Can't get a close punish, but it's good enough. We'll take it. Get the OK after. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, the only thing you want to do is keep Charlotta out, and now she has one less tool available to her. So, it's definitely a big win. But getting hit by EX Blanca Ball is not ideal. Locking the setup, holding onto the DP and the SBA.
Okay.
Sanya-chan is living on a prayer right now. Using EX Blanca Ball. Again, no punish with the 2U. That doesn't connect to that range.
Oh god, he might actually get timed out. See if he gets any hit here.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Oh!
happen. Wait.
No way!
Okay. Okay. Jundo, no.
Wait, how did he
The
get
only
two
thing
su-
you had to do was nothing.
That like
You
never
did
happens.
Literally anything. That's the only way you could have lost. Jundo, no.
Damn, wild. Oh, that's so unfortunate. To be fair, he deserves it, but like still, wow, really?
I mean, yeah, GG
Yeah, no,
Sanya-chan.
You have to stop.
Deserved, deserved.
Yeah. Okay. Sanya-chan 2-1. Okay. It's gonna be round 2 already then. Done. Okay. You really think we'll have done it? Yeah, probably. Okay.
I mean, you literally could have done nothing, Benners. Assuming that, what's it called?
Just block
Charlotte
it.
came in and went for the throw.
Yeah.
You'd have been fine. I'm pretty sure Late Tech wouldn't have put the life over, but even if it did, you're better off waiting and going for the reaction tech, because that's the only thing that Charlotte's really going to do there, than pressing a button at that distance.
What want to do for round 3 then?
Let's go and have a look.
I want to see the Lifestorm
Lifestorm Mito should be, yeah.
Yeah. No, because
Lifestorm
I want to see Lifestorm Mito and the Larry Julia because we haven't seen the others player. We haven't seen those players already. Yeah, okay, sounds good then.
We're in winners' quarters as well, you know, so no harm in running 2 matches.
Yeah, and then we can just start doing top 8. Hopefully, losers starts like catching up soon enough.
Yeah, it's going to take him a little while, but should be fine.
Yeah, as long as we run more than one match, she'll be okay. Okay, then Lifestorm Mito. Hopefully they're watching, otherwise I'm thinking that it's fine. Okay. Hang on. No. Wait, what's Domito called on Discord? Let's
So
have
just
a
be called
friend name.
Domito.
Oh, Domito! Oh my god, okay, I was misreading. Okay, yeah, my bad.
No worries, either way.
Yeah, should be fine.
I know that Lifes is a good French player. And Domito's a classic HOB player. Used to play the Diva, but is now playing Jita. And then, I don't actually... Like, Lolaire plays Jita and Gran, right? Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, of course.
Going up against Julia, who plays Vasaraga.
Oh, Larry like just like the simple boys. You know. I'm pretty sure he literally only picked like Jita because she's cute and that's pretty much it. Which is completely
I mean,
respectable.
It's a pretty good reason to pick her, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's like
Gran,
the only
but
reason.
cute. That's a great reason for Gran players to pick Jita.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it seems to me like most like almost every single Vegeta player, just like Gran, who wants you pick a cute character instead. That's pretty much it.
I don't know. Vegeta definitely has some very unique positives and negatives
Yeah.
compared to the other Shoto types in the game. She's actually a sick character, but yeah, let's be honest. Most of them are just picking them because cute Gran forehead.
Oh, she's adorable though. Okay.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Great
I wasn't
movie.
convinced. I hated Vegeta's design when the
Really?
original cast was announced,
Uh-huh.
but the more and more art that got posted all over my Twitter feed as I started to follow
Oh
Gran
no,
Blue
it's just like the
characters.
memification. You just see like so much art. You start to either like them or hate them. Like
Yeah,
depending
I'm
on
like, I'm starting to see it. You know, I see why people like this character. And then she came out, and she's actually just a really cool character.
yeah. I like her buttons like a lot. Okay, nice,
I
we
mean,
confirmed.
Tomito
Good corner
doing a
carry.
great, you know, having great awareness of how to play this matchup right now. Vegeta probably has the best fireball in the game, so we're seeing that getting spent here against a character that struggles with dealing with fireballs. We're seeing Lifes using Color 14 with Weapon 2, which is actually technically tournament banned, but it doesn't matter. It's
Oh, really, is it?
yeah. Because Weapon 2 is a bit of a weird one, but Arctor banned it because it was distracting, I guess. Color 17, a bit more understandable because the gold color makes it hard to see EX uses.
I mean, to
Oh,
some
nice.
extent. It's not that golden, to be fair, but yeah.
I mean, the golden skins in some characters are very, very gold.
True.
Regardless, Life's
Shall we
doing
safe
a
jump
really
here?
good round start, going for Demon Flip into the light follow-up right at the start to punish that fireball. But somehow ended up with himself cornered after a DP call from Domino.
Yeah, there you go, punish. I think you can get a far end punish instead of oh god.
Yeah, not ideal.
This
Still gonna
seems
kill, I
not quite a deal at all actually.
But you know, one more touch, still a very scary character, you know, situation to be in against a character like. Oh, brilliant! That was a meaty setup with Blankable off of the
Oh,
empty follow-up of Demon Flip. Yeah, that was really risky from Domino there. That's probably the hardest SSBA in the game to punish, other than maybe Percival's. As there's not much many characters can get with it. Only characters with good far-range punishes can punish it. So I believe characters like Bran, Catalina, Droid, and stuff like that. Characters maybe like Berry. They typically get very small punishes, but they do get one. Whereas a character like Vegeta, I can't see a way that she gets a punish off locked SSBA.
okay, so seems to be going a lot for the easy lane instead of the far end one. Because you can,
Yeah.
if they're crouching far end is like you can get it like on non-crouching as well, but on crouching is like
Timing's
easier.
really weird, especially on variable delay online. Like when I was playing Charlotta, because I did play Charlotta for about a week, it was like I still couldn't get it consistently. It was kind of frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Like I could get the confirms and I could do them in training mode, but then when I went into online,
Yeah.
I was dropping them occasionally. I'm
Yeah,
like,
depends.
I know the situations in which these confirms can and can't be used. I just don't understand why they're dropping. So,
yeah, no,
I can understand
mean,
making
you,
it
you
easier
can blame
without.
delay on that, I guess. It's more like the crouching makes it easier, but it's still like net play. You're not gonna get it consistently all the times.
Battle 2. Engage.
It'll also be a gap knowledge, you know. Might not know the non-baby confirms.
Just for here. Okay. Oh, just the 5H meaty. Don't think he messes up as well. That you should be able to make that plus. Oh, nice punish. Oh, GU, Jesus. Okay. Oh,
Wow.
oh my!
yeah.
The way punish with the 5H. Shimmy can't go into anything there. Okay, America.
Vegeta has some of the best mid-range buttons in the game.
Just gets out.
And she also has, like, really great frame data, and Wreckers have a great supplement in her pressure to make it so that even though she doesn't have the most plus buttons in the game, everything she does can be a frame trap. So you really got to respect her pressure.
Although the one thing is, like while you can easily do like frame traps, they usually don't lead too much other than knockdown. With some other
Yeah,
characters,
no,
for
but obviously
example.
you get a knockdown. If you get EX, if you pull them out with EX Wrecker though, you
Yeah.
can easily get like 50%, 60% combos from that starter.
Although most of the time I assume people will just go for like the safe option, just block it. Like at worst case you reset pressure, but it's better than meeting a full combo.
Battle.
Like
Yes, you know, just pop them in. But then you have characters like Johnny and Catalina, so.
yeah.
we
don't talk about Johnny.
And see Roa, as we saw in the last event.
Yeah. We don't talk about those games. Like what's allowed in those games is shouldn't be like always allowed. We don't talk about that.
Hey, but that is the case, though.
True.
When you're stuck in a bunch of questionable frame traps, it's easy enough to just say, just take it and block. But slowly but surely, I've seen players genuinely get chipped out by Jita. Myself being one of them. I play a lot against a Jita player, and if you sit there respecting it too much, you'd be surprised at how quickly Rekkles takes away all your health on block.
I actually wonder about the SSBA. Can you step dodge the first and the second hit and then just punish? Or like where you get punished if you step dodge the first one?
So you mean the SSBA from Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
So are you saying you spot dodge the first one and then you forward
Spot
the
dodge,
second
no,
part?
spot dodge, no, yeah, that or maybe just stop the step dodge both of them. Like, is that allowed or will you get punished by the second hit?
I'm pretty sure the recovery of it doesn't allow you to do it. And if you just block it last, you don't actually get anything as Jita and many characters in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jita SSBA, what's it called? Charlotte SSBA is one of the safest in the game, but nice, good confirm.
Nice, okay.
Getting the super, spending it.
Yeah, Dorito kind of like support here. Okay, yeah, he's got by XWO, fair. Jita Fireball really strong, but
life
somewhat slow.
turning off the life support.
Yeah. Does Jita got a safe jump? Yeah, easily. She can do a.
Yeah, all characters in the game do.
Yeah, she like their most common one. She can just use sweep into step dodge and just jump to you. Yeah, and just.
Yeah, it's literally auto time. She has pretty easy safe jumps as well. Yeah, most characters in the game can get manually timed safe jumps, but it's nice when characters have setups for them.
Yeah, don't have to think. Can add the extra to the gameplay style. Oh, okay.
I mean, I play Zeta, so I'm used to manually timing a lot of my safe jumps, but for most situations, the knockdowns characters in this game can tend to get safe jumps, yeah. But Jita will oftentimes prefer to go for meaties with charge fireball and stuff like that.
True.
Having some of the best meaties in the game. Nice, good confirm with the fire heavy. Doesn't get much out of it, doesn't even go for the knockdown with the Rekka, tries to go for a bit of a reset.
Alright, the whiff doesn't get punished, it's fine, no pressure. Oh, there you go, is it gonna work?
And
No! Nice.
You're in that situation where you're waiting and you're trying to see them do anything to respond with super, but if you're responding to super with a DP, not gonna go well. First time I've actually watched live on stream as well in a very long time, so
Really? Okay.
good to see him still going strong.
Definitely. Yeah, I thought the player just like, sticking to the game, which is really nice to see actually. Okay, hang on, do I have both players here already now? Who am I missing? I don't know who this is actually.
Lalaire and Julia Han. No idea who's in the lobby.
Okay, let me check. I just want to mention, by the way, like Lolaire, an actual trooper. I've seen like him run the game, man. Okay, like it takes like determination to play like in that situation. Okay, like I've seen it. Like I can't like not respect them. It's actually godlike.
Mobile mode Granblue. And I saw him trying to stream earlier. That took me by surprise.
Bro, that was god, actually godlike, dude.
Like, you're playing Granblue in pretty much mobile mode and you try and whack on a stream. Doesn't surprise me when, not long after, I see you saying that it wasn't going well.
I'm a brain loot? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, no. Oh, it's him. Okay, yeah, it's Julia. It's fine, man. As long as I can recognize you, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day,
Yeah. Really.
Have a random player hop onto the cab, who knows? For all we know, it could just be someone named as the person in the bracket.
Yeah, it might be Leffen, dude. I don't know. We could see like the best player in the world or something, dude. Could be crazy.
It might be Leffen playing Vasaraga. Are you high?
Okay.
Leffen doesn't play low tier, bro.
Oh yeah, he really doesn't. I mean, who can blame him, man? To be fair.
Played bumps for like a week, but other than that,
Yeah.
and I can respect it, man. Top tier is self-care.
Ooh,
I think the 2 use straight.
oh, nice tech, and there you go. Just meshes out already. Good damage.
Yeah, Vasaraga doesn't have the best Abaris in the game, right? But managing to make it work there. Really
Nice
scrambly
command
gameplay so
grab.
far.
Oh my god.
Bro, yeah, that should be
Bro,
good.
Julia Han looking clean right now. Just like
I mean, I
running
wouldn't describe it as clean. That entire round was just a giant scramble. But you know what? You gotta respect it.
Every single time. If the scramble works out, it was clean. Okay, it's just how it works. Nice scramble, man.
See, I'm pretty sure the Grand would have wanted that overhead to be blocked so that it would be Julia's turn. so then he could go for DP, you know, the true grand way.
Classic
Minus
damage.
DP.
Nice, confirm.
I mean, yeah, if you see a grand drop or confirm, you should flame them.
Yeah. Okay,
Play the
fair,
game
fair,
on easy
fair.
mode. The least they can do is get their combos down. Ooh, brilliant. Backdash being used there is something you don't see very often. Good protect.
Okay, just
And
the
now
actual
let's see
lookup.
the knowledge.
Nice,
now
gets
to
good
deal
blow.
with it. Nah, watching the toes, but gets DP'd, and that's the round.
Okay. A lot slower than the first round, but you know, it's fine. Taking a bit
I
more
mean, that's
time
what you
now.
want. To be honest, that's what you want to be doing as the Vasaraga. Well, as the Gran in this matchup, pardon. You don't want to let Vasaraga just make the match into a scramble because you do have great tools to deal with everything Vasaraga can do as Gran. So as long as you keep it slow, you should be able to win. Especially if you know the matchup. But obviously, low tiers, one advantage they have, not everyone knows the matchup.
Yeah, true, true. I mean, you might be like one of those people who's like that one weird friend who just plays low tier, but otherwise,
Yeah.
kind of hard to find them out. Okay, nice.
Ooh, gets the empty and Oki into Furrow.
Just so bar that I don't know what they matched after the QL there.
Plus a little bit of counter hit, going straight into super because it doesn't have the best cooldowns available for the combo. Nice, getting out of the corner, doesn't get confirmed with the JL. Hitting a little bit high. Blocks boot, blocks the 2U. This is pretty terrifying. In this
Oh
position.
god. Okay, okay. Get down to the right here.
Oh wow.
One more command grab, anything will kill.
Yeah,
there you go,
literally,
Chip.
yeah.
I think even if he
what level
sides,
thing,
even
cool.
if he step dodge, he probably could have just gotten chipped by like a DP or something there, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason why we saw Lalaire slowing it down so much towards the end of that round was because he was waiting for his boot to come back up so he could do fireball into boot.
Yeah. Gets our actually manages to get the armor. Okay. You good?
I mean, this is a junior classic from what I've heard.
I respect it.
Some fellow, you know, villains of the FGC.
I would appreciate like Larry just sending. Yeah, there you go. I wanted to just see him just like charge 5U there. I know that's well done.
High level gameplay going on right here.
Yeah. Oh, nice step dodge, dude. Godlike. Okay. Is he actually gonna go in? Okay, my god, finally. Oh, at the first hit!
as well. Okay, so we go from seeing one element of Unga to another whole element of Unga into forward
Just
roll
manages,
throw.
yeah, goes from 1 hit to 70%. I appreciate that.
Ooh,
Is he done?
Nice confirm off of
Nice.
the record there. Getting the 7 golden letters from an interesting round.
Yeah. Interesting is one way to describe it. Oh, no, the DP. What does he get off of this? Good DP out. Oh my god.
Too well throw, you know, because why not? Protagonist buttons. Doesn't get the full confirm, that would have been a solid amount of damage from a max range far heavy. Oh wow.
Mashes on wake up just like that. Okay.
I mean, when you have a DP, it kind of
Yeah.
forces people, especially because you're grand, they're going to expect you to be Unga with those DPs. Oh, wow, don't see that very often. Fully
Yeah.
charged.
Yeah. Lots of respect. Was kind of afraid of it, I guess.
The thing is that in a situation like that, Gran 100% could have just reaction DP'd.
Yeah,
But,
true,
you know,
true.
didn't, and now dies to the second DX charge.
Battle 3. Engage.
You ever hear your phone notification go off and then you look around and you have no idea where it is? It's terrifying.
Whether the spacing there was even like minus. Okay.
Ooh, nice,
Oh
good
my
job. Wow.
god!
That
What
was a
the
good jump
fuck?
to stomp, but getting anti-aired by the close light. What are the odds?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, Lalaire not doing a great job of challenging the shoulder charges so far. Not what we ought to be seeing. But, you know, has a DP, so can make it work.
How do you even want to challenge him? Just like button into the game, pretty much? No, don't quit.
No, just regular button. Shoulder. You see a shoulder charge to react with the XDP. It has enough hits to beat out the shoulder charge, even if it's armored. It's the same with stance, right? You can just EX Fireball from full screen and take away the stomp.
Nice,
It's armored,
yeah.
but another brilliant anti-air command throw. I'm not sure how viable of an option that is compared to the other anti-air options that Vasaraga has, but Julia
seems
making it look hella solid.
Yeah, it seems you just in like that option more than the other one, I guess. Although I think he, like from the anti-air swipe, he gets like a lot of damage. I don't know why he's going for that.
No punish on the initial dodge on the boot, but then gets the melee set up into another solid series. 50% of Grant's health gone already, but doesn't
Oh
really
god,
matter.
the counter hit.
I'm getting hit by the second hit of the Wrecker, yeah, it's not ideal. But, use the armor shoulder charge to get out of that situation. Nice, gets the anti-air, no confirm because of the awkward, auto side
Unfortunate
correct.
spacing there.
Again, Lolette, you just gotta DP those, bro. That's all you gotta do.
Just keeps going for that, okay.
You gotta respect shoulder charge less. You're letting Julia skip neutral for no reason, honestly. You have Fireball, you have the threat of boot, so...
Yeah.
Julia, like we saw in the initial match where they were teabagging, you know, a full screen there isn't really much Vasaraga can do. Seeing it away with lots of DPs though. Lots of shoulder charges that don't get DPs on. Nice. Good sequence. Come for the backdash. I honestly have no idea why.
Oh no. Wait. Oh, there you go.
go.
Okay, that's not quite what you want, but they tried.
And again, this is starting to look a lot more scrambly, right?
Oh, what the fuck?
With a random, wow, unpunishable because the recovery is so goddamn low. But like I was saying, just before we saw the random EX, you know, DP from full screen, this match is starting to get a lot more scrambly, which is exactly what you'd want as the Vasaraga. You gotta slow it back down, Lele.
Down,
Wait
down,
for that
down, back
single shoulder
row.
charge. Get that DP.
Nice, okay.
Getting the
Closing
back throw.
back.
No. Julia trying
Oh!
to bait out.
Again? Oh no, okay.
How dare they end the throw loops? Julia's doing a great job at not getting hit by the... Well, never mind, you're dead.
He's dead.
But
He's dead.
was doing a brilliant job at not getting hit by the universal overheads in the latter half of this set. Was getting opened up by them earlier on, but... Now just reacting, going for the delayed set. And blocking all the universal overheads. It's good, but, you know, you still gotta watch yourself against Garand at that range. If your back's to the corner, you're risking eating 60% from EXP at, like, literally any given moment.
Even not fully cornered, just like a bit close to it. Just boot that's like so much. There you go. The
There you go.
Classic minus
Classic.
into DP. There you go.
See, plus and minus, you know, frame advantage is a social construct when a DP is involved.
Pretty much.
Especially when you throw a Grand Player into the mix.
Rescue War doesn't exist, just DP.
Just DP. If you guess right, there's no risk, you know? Just guess right.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, doesn't kill with the super there, goes for EX Fireball instead. But
There you go, I knew
it.
it, I knew it. Okay. His only option was... Actually, the thing is, like, I don't even know. I think his only option was the SBA, not even SSBA. Because SSBA is like... Like, I remember Vasaraga SSBA being, like, really bad with how it works. Because it's not the armor, it's not the invul, it's armor. So you just clash it and die.
Point. Yeah, it's got armor point, but it's definitely not ideal compared to other supers. There are a few issues with its usability and honesty. Right, it's actually got a relatively large vertical hitbox. So it can smoke certain things that you wouldn't expect a super to smoke in, you know, relatively rare situations. But typically, you know, not the best reversal. Contributing to why Vasaraga doesn't have the best reversal tools in the game.
I really like Lolaire, just you know, with the cute expression in lobby, just saying GGs and Julia just getting out, you know. That's some mood right there.
Hey Bennett, send me some tech with the 236 year for Vasaraga, because I have seen a bunch of interesting situations from it, but I've never really looked into it that much.
Can go
I kill brain for the Vasaraga tech more often.
Can go for a round 4 already, I think. Round 3 should be playing, I think I called them. Yeah. Oh no, actually I didn't. I called them right now. So they can play while we do semis. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it usually ends up running for me as well. I run all of winners quarters and winners semis, and then the lower half of the bracket catches up for losers top 8.
Yeah.
And then I run that until top 3.
Okay. Yeah, we can just start streaming with losers on top 8. That's how we usually do it, so she'll work out.
Yeah, okay, I thought so, Benners. Like I was saying, it has a great vertical hitbox and hour points, so it actually straight up beats certain safe jump setups. Vasaraga's SSBA, that being. But other than that, it's not the best
Oh god, how
reverse super other situations.
Do you know what the Gamus plays actually?
I know that he plays. I know that he's played in my events. I know that I've streamed it. I think it's the Diva, but I can't say for certain.
Okay, well we'll figure it out.
Hey, Sandy-chan confirming Ladiva. Let's go.
Okay, good name. Okay.
I
Oh
see
my
so
god.
many names. Yeah, I see so many names from spectating other events and, you know, running my own. But I think I remember Gumius being a Ladiva player that plays in Ladiva Color 18.
Specifically, yeah, though. Okay. Incredible memory. Okay, I respect it. Okay, so whenever they get here, we can watch them. Keep saying what the hitbox comes out.
Yeah. Like, there are certain safe jump setups that it doesn't beat. It's the same with Zeta Stance and the Wayne Parry, etc. The difference being is that with the Wayne Parry, it like freezes you in place when it activates, so it beats certain setups that Vasaraga SSPA doesn't. No. Yeah, it doesn't, pardon. Yeah, that's right.
The Wayne Parry can be safe jump though?
No, it can't be safe jump. Again, there are slight, like, it's better at it purely because of the fact that there's the freeze frame. Like, when the Wayne Parry successfully lands with something, it freezes the positioning of both players. So obviously, if you're on the ground, it makes it even easier to spot dodge or DP or, you know, use your own immunity. But when you're stuck in the air, it really doesn't make a difference. It just confirms that you're going to get smoked. Okay. And how you doing, Deviants? Nice to see you in the chat. You're being blessed by the presence of the best Catalina, you know. Never taken an event, always came second, but
really?
None of that.
Go.
Oh, confirmed,
God, okay.
bro. You know, and he's doing a great job with the worst character in the game. Catalina is not one after all, so.
Low tier. The patch hits are too hard, man. That character.
Bruh, no fucking meal deal? What happened, man? Yeah, but you don't play Catalina, Paddy. You play an actual good character, like, Matera, you know?
Matera? Oh god, tier horror. Oh, I actually still remember like the release where everybody was so sure she was like top 1 or something, man.
I mean, yeah, but everyone else was convinced that Luane was busted, so, you know, day one doesn't necessarily pan out.
What a good tier, what a good meta, man. I remember. Okay, there you go. I want to go from there.
It's a good time. Ooh, Universal Overhead kind of hit gets the confirmed.
Oh, what the
Mr.
DP
there? Now, I'm not sure if this is a new color for Gumius or if I just remembered the color 18 wrong. But I swear to God.
might be just switching around, you know?
No, I think I'm actually thinking of Fred with a capital D with the Vasarad with the Ladiva, pardon. There's 3 different characters as well. Color 18.
I wonder how this matchup goes actually, because I know like Ladiva like does really well against people without a reversal, just because you know.
I mean, Charlotte's reversal is 11 frames, so it gives Ladiva some lenience in certain setups and situations. But regardless, when you're put in a situation like this, I think it matters more on the other side. Charlotte also, like, absolutely hammers characters that don't have reversal tools. Because her pressure can be kept so safe and pretty much gapless unless they have a, you know, something of immune to pull it out. And yeah, you still gotta watch out for those SPDs, man. And now you're in the blender. Doesn't nice box DP. Doesn't get punished. Yeah, it's hard to punish Charlotte's DPs. In fairness, it's kind of a situation where you have to know what you can do in those situations. And I believe that that's actually one of the more rough DPs for.
Oh no, that definitely is. Definitely. Like people have been complaining about it for so long. Although I mean,
at the end of the day, it's like they're the people that complain before learning their matchups typically. But I believe that Ladiva's punish on 63L. No, it's not even. It's just charge.
Just flash kick.
Down charge. Yeah, just flash kick. Just like flash kick is actually kind of cursed. There are a couple of characters that have a really cursed time dealing with it. But then most of the rest of the cast can still get, you know, serious punishes on it. But they just
I know they made it easier to enter to get a confirm, but oh Jesus.
Can you jump in?
Yeah.
Off of the safe jump. You don't see that very often.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, because like Diva's anti doesn't seem to be that strong to me. Maybe like just harder.
Deceptively one of the best anti-airs in the game. The priority on her 2H, it's 11 frame 2H, right? Which is amongst the slower ones. But in terms of the 11 frame 2Hs in the game, I think Diva has the best one in the game. Okay. The hitbox, hurtbox on it, and the attack level because it's a grappler. It's all really good. And the reward as well. is also
Although-
phenomenal. So.
Thing is, I mean, more like specifically for punishing the DP on the way back. Like,
yeah.
I assume the priority just like doesn't count as much because they already nerfed the priority and the DP like returning. Nice, there you go. Yeah, okay, should be on. Classic empty jump, man.
Stun block?
Okay. Yeah. Shoulder jump, man. Shoulder
Oh,
jump.
cheers. Never mind. So again, this is just a situation where if Charlotte goes for LDP, you can just straight up 2U it on block. So
Oh, really?
that
Okay,
character's
yeah.
absolutely fine.
Okay, fair.
Ladybug has no problems dealing with Charlotte LDP.
Understand.
But yeah, the other DPs, I know for a fact that she can get 2H on the way down.
Yeah.
So, you know, that is a pretty sizable punish, Charlotte. But regardless of any of that, you know, Charlotte still has really good offense on characters that don't have DPs, especially.
Nice, doesn't go for
So,
jump
it
into
could be
with
rough.
the area. This is kind of an issue for lives here. Good jump.
But Ladiva's the great equalizer, you know? She doesn't give a shit about the tier list. If your character doesn't have a DP, you know, all the better. If your character does have the DP, you still gotta play the guessing game.
I mean, it's a grapple. It's a good grapple specifically, which is like an anime player's worst nightmare. And you know, that's always welcome.
Ooh. Again, lots of just random jump-ins connecting in this set. The third one we've seen so far.
I wonder what's going on there.
Battle 2. Engage.
All of the actual GOAT players from HAB didn't join the tournament but are watching it. Suspicious. They got the reconnaissance team out, you know.
Hey, it's I'm tired, man. You know, you need some rest sometimes. Just chill out.
Oh. Interesting. What would have been absolutely dope there was to see Ladiva going for the anti-Afro on the Demon Flip. That'd have been sick. You don't see Ladiva doing anti-Afros that much, but you see every now and then them going for random anti-Afro. There you go, see? 2H.
Oh,
Actually pretty good
unfortunate.
this
Could have
matchup.
killed
Yeah,
it
it's
with
pretty
the
funny.
SPA, unfortunately.
Yeah, you see Ladiva's randomly doing anti-Afro in neutral. Some say, you know, there's myths saying that people like Gil are doing it for meter gain, but more often than not, it's just misinput. But then you see some absolutely, yeah, again, if we saw the anti-Afro, that would have been so hype. To end the round,
To be fair, it might be a
bad.
misinput, but if it hits, it was intentional. It just, you know, the
yeah,
control was
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
That's a given. Blankable, jump
for
back.
5U?
Wow, that's a 5U.
Was it
I
super?
think that might have been a
or-
failed super, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was wondering.
Assume.
Okay. Hey, what's
Regardless
up?
though, it would have been so cool to see Life's getting punished for those random demon flips in neutral by the anti-Afro. But something that I've seen a few times happen, I believe it was Furry Powder not long ago,
Mhm.
but his air-to-air throws, man, that shit's so disrespectful. But also one of the cool animations of the game, you just don't get to see it very often.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully low layer is here. Godlike, okay. I was kind of worried because he did say he went to eat real quick, but I guess he was fine. Hopefully Sanitron is here. I'll ping him again just in case.
Man, another Charlotta. We could end up seeing double Charlotta in top 3.
Oh god, I really hope not. It might be though. We'll see. The nightmare. Worst case scenario. Fairies players just like the actual like apocalypse for them.
Do you want to let one of the losers round 4 matches go? So that we can stream one and then just be ready for the next one. Because otherwise we might end up.
No,
having
it's
to
in
wait.
Sunny. No, sorry. What do you want to as in stream? Like let them one off stream or? Because the
Yeah.
is here. Oh, we might be able to. Depends. The thing is, like, we haven't seen any of these players.
Like, it should be fine regardless. Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
fine regardless.
Yeah, tournaments hasn't been going on for too long, and I haven't
Okay.
seen any of the players we're gonna see in losers. So I
Yeah, what's the run time on this already? It's going fast.
yeah, just 1 hour. Just 1 hour. We're going steady. Again, like I appreciate just like players just being like fast, actually going on position. When
you,
they play.
you've played from some cursed games.
Yeah,
streaming stuff like
I'm
the
not
Agent
used
Spell,
to
you know.
this, man. Okay, like
Yeah, Zane's out.
there you go.
We saw Zane on stream beating Savid earlier.
Actually, what do you lose to? He lost twice. He lost to.
So the first loss that Zane had
Oh, against
was
Gummius, okay.
against Gummius, yeah, and then the second loss was to Symmetry.
Symmetry?
Symmetron, yeah, he's a great XR player. Plays Johnny in that game, and in this
Oh,
game
okay.
plays Namaya.
Am I? Oh, okay. So it's the
the
Omito
natural
kind of play.
transition.
Okay, doesn't play for
I
the
mean,
tier,
yeah.
just plays for the style. You know, we respect that. We respect that.
Most of the Johnny and Baiken players moved over to Namaya going
Yeah.
into this game. Yeah.
Okay. I assume
It
for
was a very
like
observable trend.
for different reasons, but you know, we take that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, both of them have katanas, so we'll go with that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Nothing to do with the mummy milkies.
No.
Nothing.
The horny on main never. The anime community is
Anime
like,
players, horny on main? Nah, never, bro.
anime players are pure, you know? They just care about the game, dude. There you go.
Well, they're
Rob
hitting
with
a
the-
universal overhead counter hit again in the last
Oh
round,
my
but
god.
all of these clashes and rando DPs are coming out in Sanya Chan's favor right now. Again, Lalare going into the scrambles, but you don't want to be scrambling against a Vasaraga and a Charlotta, you know?
Oh my god, just wake up to you? Godlike.
You know, Gran partakes in a little bit of glue huffing every now and then, but Charlotta, she you know, perfected that art.
Yeah, it's like for Gwen, it's like a hobby to eat glue. For Charlotte, it's just a lifestyle. You know, just like part of her regular diet. Oh my god.
Yeah, getting hit by the boot.
This is some neutral over
on
here,
real quick.
man.
There you go, 60% damage to empty jump, gets back thrown into the corner though. Rando DP ends up whiffing, not getting punished. You know, this is exactly what you'd expect from a Gran versus a Charlotta.
I'm just saying, to be fair, especially from like, I know Lolaire, okay? This is just how he plays in every game. I didn't expect anything less from him. Oh my god.
I haven't had the pleasure of playing against him yet. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, you hear that someone plays Gran, this is what you expect.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh my god, just wake up to yourself. To one.
Oh. Getting great mileage out of the
DP.
normal boots so far.
Yeah, sick neutral over here.
Silence before the storm, getting hit again.
Oh my god. Just wake up neutral jump JU, just like that. Okay.
Lalare was dying by death from 1,000 cuts, but then the rando jump. But, you know, it wasn't just one rando jump. Both players did a rando jump. And Gran happened to do the rando jump second, so profit.
Oh, nice. Okay, punishes in the gap. Okay.
Nice. Oh, drops the confirm. Never mind. And has now caught himself with the EX Demon Flip with no cooldowns available. This is not where you want to be. Drops the combo, and it is a drop because it didn't get picked up. If it got picked back up, you know, we call it a reset, but on this down.
Jesus.
No confirm off the counter hit off the clash.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, messed up. Okay.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
don't
have
think you
the
can even punish
grab.
him, can you?
No, you have the right idea, but mistimed it.
Oh, hang on. Is the bracket? Oh, I think the bracket command might not be working. I think the boss is dead.
Rip.
What the hell? Okay,
I'll
just
send
link
it over. I'll send it over, it's all good.
I'll just link it. Oh, that's fine.
Oh my god.
Wonder where the
Oh
ball
my
is dead
god,
actually.
oh my job, I had one job.
No,
Look
you
out.
commentate. Bro, you're carrying commentary, man. You're good. We take that.
The DP kills there though, damn. I mean, I'm honestly, I looked away from the screen for all of 10 seconds to try and get that bracket, and the round's over, so I don't know about carrying commentary, but, you know, we can take some assumptions, you know? Gran did some shit, Charlotta did some shit, it was Unga, and it went out in Charlotta's favor, you know?
Wait, what? Okay, I actually want to know. Like, what did the DP, like the overhead even counter hit there? Was it like DP? What was that? Just neutral.
I mean, it wouldn't have been DP, but it would have been, no, because you don't get counter hit from neutral jump. Probably would have been Charlotta trying to challenge the universal overhead on reaction with a button, but being a little bit too late. So getting counter hits on the top. I mean, could have done maybe a universal overhead of her own.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
trying to pull out the universal overhead, which, you know, lifts you off the ground.
Okay, there you go.
This is looking pretty as well. Oh, you should
Yeah,
go forward over.
I think he's just gonna die. Yeah, there you go.
Go for the spot dodge. There you go. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, have
And
to
you
there.
can't
Otherwise,
even
it's
get
just
up
gonna be
to
plus
1-1.
like a million.
This could be Sanya Chan's game. I'm not gonna lie. This could be Sanya Chan's event, pardon.
I mean, no matter
I'm
who
looking at
wins,
the
like,
bracket. I
no
see
matter
it.
who wins, like Gorilla prevails, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Well, that's true. But, you know, one Gorilla's getting sent to the loser's bracket. It doesn't mean that
True.
we're not going to be seeing from him again.
We will. It's fine. You know, they have another chance.
And, I like their odds. Regardless of who loses here, I like their odds, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
lose it.
Oh, okay. Seems to be like just like unsure of the punish, so just went for grab, like a grab instead. Okay. Hard to react to that.
Wow. A whiff EX boot. Random, yeah, again,
Oh.
the random backdashes from Lalare have been weirdly effective because, again, to most players who play a lot of Grand Blue, they're just random as fuck. But Sanya Chan sitting there waiting to see something that he, you know, can punish.
Yeah.
Random back dash comes out, you know, you do a Twitch reaction, you're assuming it's boot or some shit. You go for the super, all of a sudden you're hitting a DP.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, the
Gets the
flip
side
there, nice.
They're not using that guard button. Ooh. Universal overhead, there you go. So when universal overhead connects, obviously you've got a number of plus frames. I believe your plus 4 is grand. It's about a
Oh,
6 situation, right?
There you go, 2
Slightly
all
minus,
confirmed
the
though.
character has a DP. It's just a social construct, bro. He gets right. Who cares about frames advantage? It doesn't exist. And you know, we've got a grand player and a Charlotta player. A Spanish Charlotta player, nonetheless, you know. So, random DPs are gonna happen.
Oh, no, this should be
down
dead.
here. This is dead. Oh no.
He, okay, yeah, he didn't do single hit into super, so it's gonna do a bit less, but regardless, this is dead.
Yeah, you're very dead.
This is dead. Like, not even close.
You're very smoked.
Yeah,
I mean, you're tweaked, bro. You got hit by universal overhead. You're dead, bro. You're out
if
of
you,
here.
like, if you throw, if you don't like react to throw, like if you don't take the throw, that's gonna happen, man. It's just gonna happen, and it's your fault as well. I can't even blame anyone. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's true for most things in fighting games. It's
True,
the
true,
beauty
true.
of them, but
All
until
things,
Johnny
most
gets
things.
involved, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's the developer's fault.
Yeah, yeah. That's fine, man. Johnny's balanced, dude. Not even top 1. Okay. Johnny's mid, yeah. Mids or oh no, all mids. Okay, very different. Yeah, true.
It's all mids. It's all mids. It's all mids.
Just block. Other than the unblockable, that one you don't block. That one you don't do. Okay, we're gonna do for losers now, right?
I mean, speaking, yeah, and that's why I was, you know, using the Johnny moment as a, you know, genius segue into the losers bracket where we're going to be
definitely
Sumtron.
on purpose, definitely.
I mean, it was, unironically, but
True.
you know,
Okay. Alright, I respect that.
I'm not quite. We'll go with Seijan level, you know. My segues aren't completely honed in yet, but you know, I'll get there. I'll get there.
Very few people are like that's like what we all wish to get there too, you know. Like Sajum's like segues are just like too good. If you don't get hit by coin, he's the worst character in the game. Okay, I'll believe you.
Yeah, but the thing is that on that account, you get hit by any other button, he gets level 3. So I don't know about that one, Chief, but it's okay, bro. Johnny players, you have my respect because you take care of May. That's the only reason you get any respect. If it wasn't for that, you'd be out of here. But I'll give you a pass.
I don't know, man. I hear some things. Okay, like I don't know if that's the healthiest relationship, you know, man.
I mean, you see Necron,
Yeah.
you know, in the bracket, and then they join and they're using a Bubs avatar, and I'm not surprised.
Hmm?
You know, the name fits.
That's just the kind of name you expect them to have, you know. It's like it comes with some baggage here.
I can guarantee that we'd, you know, get in contact with them. We'd say, "Are you looking forward to Belial?" There'd be a hard yes.
Oh, don't move me again! I swear to God.
I mean, honestly, because
What's the code?
this
Oh,
is
it's ADC.
a random
ADC.
Bubs avatar coming into the lobby and then going specifically onto the wrong seat. I could believe this is a Venomal. This is another
Really?
anime AFTC villain, bro.
Okay,
Villain,
okay,
bro.
okay.
What's the
Okay,
code?
so-
Yeah, just ATC.
Yeah, nice. You got it. It's fine. It's fine. We here.
Who did Symmetron lose to? Symmetron's a solid ass player. Frost. Oh, I know that Frost is relatively new to Hearts of Blazing and these events in general. And there should be, yeah, they're still in the bracket.
Have you seen him play already? Actually, I didn't haven't quite seen.
We
him
haven't
yet.
seen him play, no.
Okay,
But
I mean
know-
like you specifically. That's what.
Nah, I haven't.
No.
I haven't had the pleasure of watching them play yet, but I've heard from a lot of people that pretty solid player.
Okay, yeah, we'll
And I know
figure it out.
that Fresco plays Zeta, so
Okay, so we have some like bias already going in here. There. I assume.
yeah, a little.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't lie, there is a little. But getting into the current match, we have Bubs against Narmaya. There was a pretty traumatic match that I watched not long ago involving Bubs and Narmaya, where Venom showed absolutely no respect to Kisaragi, you know, an ATC classic,
No.
and just teleported around, taking the piss, and then got the command throw. It was one of the more disrespectful things I've ever seen in this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but to be fair, did it hit?
It did, yeah. No,
Okay,
it
yeah,
did.
it's
it
okay,
ended,
no.
it
It is-
ended the match.
he
It took
deserved
Lolette out of the tournament.
You know, it deserves it. Okay, there you go. Okay, plus first.
Gotta say though, I like colors from both the players. They're both running like color 12, I believe, but
Yeah, I don't really like this color that much, to be honest. You know.
I don't like it that much on the Maya, but at least you got the weapon synergy going on.
Yeah, true. That's some synergy going on there. Oh, by the way,
The
I haven't.
let's straight up strip.
Do you know like I know like Narmaya apparently got like got like a DP change which wasn't the best, but other changes apparently buffed her like decently and
Yeah, it was on and off in the DP change. Like it buffs certain situations and it nerfs certain other situations very slightly. You know, it's just one of those changes where if the
like,
anime FGC can find a way to complain, they will.
True,
So-
true. The thing is, like, it's like I'm getting like very mixed messages, you know, man. I hear some players say like, oh, like this character is like high tier now, like she's so strong or whatever. And other people
Hey
say
man,
like,
ATC are waifu down players. Let's just get this straight.
true.
ATC have waifu down players. But yeah, Namaya's changes, they were nice. All of them were nice. But none of them really change any of her matchups or you know, anything that Charlotte Namaya pardon, really wants to be going for. So it doesn't fundamentally change the character that much. But you know, she accrued quite a lot of nice, you know, quality of life changes.
Wipe was temporarily winning is eternal. Yeah, you're right. Chill. You know, just pick a top tier. Self-care. Self-care. Everything.
Going for the DP for the first
Nice,
game.
confirmed.
Wow, getting it confirmed as well. That was literally just a mid though, so God knows how he got hit by that. Oh, nice. Beats out the jump in with the
Oh, nice! Good.
breaks
Yeah,
the
good
SBA
read
and
there.
there.
Yeah, there you go. Go for the super. I appreciate going for the shorter super, you know, keeping it simple. Don't want to see the
I
cutscene
mean,
every time.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, the cutscene would have kept us here for another 10 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Simstrom, he's a pro. He's been around. He's been playing Guilty Gear. He knows what's up. Except in Guilty Gear, they intentionally go for really long combos into like IK for the swag. But, I don't know.
Okay,
I
but-
guess putting Namaya SSBA on the same level as like an IK.
Yeah,
in Guilty
not,
Gear,
not
you know,
quite
it
there.
is not
Okay,
quite
like
the same.
if you get an IK, I can respect it. You know, man. Okay, no come from there. Didn't really have any special there.
I'm liking the fact that Cybertron is very proactively going for air-to-air against Beelzebub.
Oh
though.
my
Not
God,
letting him
that's
escape,
super.
but there you go, one of the weaknesses of Narmaya getting shown off there. The thing is, though, is in that situation, you could have actually done a stance command dash into the super.
Yeah,
And
it
it
just
would've
like
connected
she does get like the same confirms all the other characters do. It
Yeah,
it
you
just
just have to
hard.
put more
It's-
effort in.
It's just hard. That seems to be like just the the consent on like this character. It just she's like the same out of all the characters
Yeah.
but harder. That's it.
She
That's
has a
literally
lot of great tools, but half of them are always gated behind a stance, so
Man just
it takes a lot of
commented
awareness to
heals.
play the character properly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I'm Lolly. How you doing?
Being harder than the rest? Hey, come on, Padu. Don't do me like this, dude.
Namaya isn't actually as hard as people make her out to be. I'm not gonna
She
lie.
really is.
But
I mean-
again, it does take a lot of awareness at the very least to be able to use the character properly. Is again, you have pretty much a tool for every situation, apart from let's say fast fireballs. But half of them are gated behind other, you know, stances. So you really have to know your matchups and know exactly what you want to be doing and when you want to be doing it.
You actually go
that's
for the
actually
one
really
and
hard
done
to find
special?
for a lot of characters. It's nearly impossible. I believe it's -6. It's -6 or -7. Something stupid like that. So only characters like Catalina and Zeta can punish it readily.
Okay. Nice delay. Oh, the DP doesn't really give get only one of the hits. Oh. She'll be deaf. Yeah. That's higher
Yeah, I was
skill
gonna say,
ceiling.
Padu, like when you say that Namaya has a higher skill ceiling than the
Oh no,
SDs,
she's not.
you
She's
gotta
not
remember
hard.
that Percival and Zeta, you know, they have a pretty high skill ceiling as well.
Yeah, fair. I mean, the thing is, like, it seems to me that just like, in this game, skill ceilings aren't that high.
Zeta is definitely S tier.
They should.
Zeta's top 3. You know, it's basically the only thing where there's ever contention, is that certain pro tier lists don't rate Zeta as high as they should. But, I don't know, bro. The JP players and the HAB players, we've decided. Zeta's top 3, all the Zeta players just suck. Even the best Zeta players, they suck. You see some good Zetas in NA and Japan, but there aren't a lot of them in
Oh,
EU.
the reset, that she'll kill. Oh no, never mind. Do you not have a... Oh no, you had the X slash, you went for the wrong one. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Punish the super is fine. 2-0, okay. Oh,
Oh, probably just a desync, still good.
yeah, probably. Well, that's 2-0 regardless, so doesn't matter that much. No. Oh no, just a desync. Okay, easier. Okay, yeah. Whatever. Really weird there though.
I mean, it was only like a 1 second desync, so it's not a huge.
It literally doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
Frost FGC coming up against Bresco though. Again, both players relatively new to HAB, but one of them plays Zeta. I keep on forgetting who Frost plays, but I know that I should know it.
You have a little bit to like figure it out. You have time. Just
I mean, I don't know. We have like Padu, Rickster, Deviants in the chat. They know. They know who Frost plays.
They know.
Who does Frost play? Sorries. Ah, yeah. I get
I see.
Punchman. I watched him stream earlier, so I have no idea how the hell I forgot that.
Oh, actually, I just read it in one of the channels. He even said like, "Oh, you wanna do swords mirrors later?" It's like, okay, yeah, okay. You got.
Yeah, I saw Punch Boy mirrors.
Punch Boy mirrors.
But you can infer, sorrows from Punch Boy.
Yeah. Not many Punch Boys. You can say like, I mean, I guess like Bub kind of uses hands. I guess. Don't know how much that counts.
I mean, yeah, he's more like using magic with gloves, and he hasn't chopped off his fingernails, Hasn't pulled out the fingernail clippers, so he's got them nails.
I mean,
dangerous weapon.
It's a villainous thing to do, just don't care for your hygiene. People are gonna be disgusted. It works.
Hey man, Bubs, he grooms, he accessorizes,
he grooms?
He cares about his hygiene.
Okay, why does he not care about his hands then?
Nah, but it's a statement. It's a stylistic choice.
What
you know that he gives
what?
himself pedicures every day, but he wants them long nails. It's a fashion choice.
I don't know, man. I don't think I agree with that kind of choice. Man. It's like looking gross is not a choice. Okay. I mean, actually, no, it is. It definitely is. But you're watching anime later. What anime are we watching for Lars? What's going on?
Oh, good.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Talking about fingernails? Oh god, right! Yeah, sure. We probably will. Yeah. Okay, now I know. Let's not talk about that though. That's not safe here. Okay.
If I know what I think you're on about,
it's not.
I can't really say on stream. No, I think I have a vague idea about what it might be.
Okay, nice. Just rush from
especially with what Lolaire said in the chat afterwards.
Okay, Lolaire. It's not okay. We're not talking about that. Okay, let's not.
I think I might know, bro. And if it is, it's the scariest shit that I've ever been sent in my life.
No, oh god, now I actually wonder because I don't think it's the same thing, and I really don't want to know.
I'll send. No, I'm gonna send it to you. If I've seen it, you have to.
Okay. Let's see my corner, regardless. Okay, let's see. Gets out. Oh my god, the dash, the dash punch, just punishes the back away from there. What's it even the move called? Zeta 66.
Zeta 66 is Spear of Arvis.
Spear of Arvis.
Spear of Arvis is a bit of a weird one. Just call it Beast Cannon at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fair. Nice, okay. Yes. Okay, nice, the backdash there. There's the whiff punish. I'm seeing some nice movement from Frost here though.
Yeah, the thing is that Bresco just
nice.
Gets universally overhead. That's the round. But he backed off with the spear after already hit confirming with the second one, which is unfortunate because obviously Soros does not have the best tools to deal with low pogo or other Oki situations like Fuzzy. So it was definitely a missed opportunity. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, true. Talking about mistakes, I messed up the number for half a second, but it's fine, we're good. Oh, whoa, we good?
Oh.
Hang on.
Spicy.
Oh. Hello. Having some technical issue. Okay, I hope it wasn't.
It was the start of the round, so I don't think we need to dish out any.
Yeah, okay, no, it's fine. No, that definitely hasn't happened. We're good.
Yeah. We'll probably just restart the lobby as well. Can't hurt.
Might want to. I guess I will.
It could have just been a lobby issue. It takes 2 seconds to remake it.
Yeah, I'll just remake it. It's fine. Okay, give me a second then.
But yeah, Frost's internet has been throttling lately, so it wouldn't surprise me if that ended up being the situation.
Okay. Seems to be just an issue in general, these days, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's Corona time, so Steam and ISPs have both been taking a bit of a hit in the nuts.
It's actually awful, man. People being out here stuck only with Netplay, and then connections go down because there's too many people on the internet. It's You know, hard times, harsh times.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, it means that I get a lot of attendees in my events. So
True,
it's
true,
it's
true,
not
true,
all
true.
doom and gloom.
We take it, we take it. It's, you know, like, in this kind of time, some people try, and that's pretty much it.
I'll take
Wednesday, June? Okay, fair, cool. Already answered, that's fine.
When's HAB BB Tag? I hate to break it to you, unless BB Tag 2 happens, probably never.
I think that game is dead, my man, Chell, okay? I think it's time to give up. You have to let go. The accident was not your fault, Chell. Like,
I'm not talking about BB Tag 2.0, I'm talking about BB Tag 2. So, reverse check me.
BB Tag is whack, true, but that's why people like it. Some people like it. It's like Marvel,
No,
man,
you
okay?
played Street Fighter 5, sir.
Marvel is like the wackest game, okay? But like, people love Marvel, dude. That game, that's...
Skullgirls might happen, so.
Might? We don't know, Okay.
It was the game, like, if Melty didn't win out, it was going to be Skullgirls. And then, like, a week after, I decided, yeah, fuck it. Melty, let's go.
Yeah.
Skullgirls gets announced for Online Evo, so it's like, great.
But
You know what? I don't regret it. Melty's sick.
Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, man, I'm just saying, like Skullgirls is like still like the game that keeps on giving, though. Like, we have like people out here like GGPO, you know, pretty good. You know, it's like one of the best netcodes out there, and they're like, okay, let's do another update to make it even better. It's like, what the hell, man? Mike Z, why do you gotta do this? You don't have to work this hard.
I mean, the thing is about Skullgirls, though, is that it doesn't have powered CL, so
True.
it loses that, you know?
And when's them
That's
fighting
the point,
cards?
though.
That's a good question, actually. When is it, huh?
I have no plans, you know? I'll leave that one to ATC.
Bro, don't do this to me, man. I actually wanted to get in that game like so hard when I got it like a while ago. But the community was like so dead. It's getting revitalized now, you know? That's like the kind of thing I really appreciate, because the game is like really good.
Online Evo has definitely done a absolute number for all the games. And it's great because games like KI, Skullgirls, then Fighting Herds, and
KI in particular, man, like it's a crime that game is like this dead, you know, or like was this dead.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
been pretty old, and it's not like it's got the best like releases in terms of
Yeah,
the
no,
platforms that it was
the
released on, the
release-
timings for all of them, you know.
That was like
So I can understand why it didn't like succeed as much as it could have, but oh wow, ends up dropping the second hit to you there. But it's nice to see that we're back into this match, you know, Frost's Internet, allowing us to get back into this. And yeah, lols, I'm super happy.
God, I really want the commission from that guy, dude. You have no idea.
I think everyone does. I think that's probably why you haven't heard a reply yet. But,
Oh God, we good? Oh no, Frost.
oh, look at a bit
Is it
choppy.
happening again? Oh God, okay.
Oh,
What's
oh.
going on? We don't know what's going on. He just
Never mind, the scumbag comes back pressing buttons.
looking choppy. Yeah, kind of. We might have. I
Yeah,
have to
if
do
it drops
connection
out
test.
again, we'll have to do a DQ, but...
Yeah.
You know, Frost understands. He joined the events with an understanding that this could be the case. But we're back in it for now. It's all good.
Oh, okay. It goes for a double throw. But I'm with. It should be fine. I think. Oh, never mind. Okay, no. No way. It's hard to tell actually when like how many frames have how many frames like super are like in that kind of occasion. Like if
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean,
hit or not.
the frame view, it doesn't help that the frame view literally lies
Yeah.
in the game. But, you know, it happens. It is what it is. We're just going to have to accept
That's
that this
what?
game has
Oh, the counter
really
hit. Not
next level.
confirmed though. Should I speedrun
Speedrun
test
SSR?
right?
Hell yeah, why not?
Have fun.
I
Have
mean,
fun,
that also in
man.
LT, you know, you've got two options.
No, that I'm gonna do, man. I know that much.
Tedder getting back thrown into the corner is not pretty because now you have to actually eat some actual pressure. Like, this is the one situation where Sora's actually has legitimate pressure. But, Zeta, you know, using that lack of a DP to still find a way out.
Oh, I
But
really.
getting punished. That was sick.
Frost keeps doing that. That's like the second time as well. That's like so nice to see actually.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
unfortunate.
what a weird situation after that. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah. Okay,
I feel like Bresco in general has been getting away with a lot of random fire heavies that have converted into counter hits.
Yeah.
We've seen it a few times now.
Not quite. I mean, not. Is it even punishable at that distance? Don't you know?
What move?
The dash punch. Like the M
Um,
punish?
Nah, even Zeta, I believe, can't punish it with Firelight. You know, Zeta has one of the better Firelights in the game for punishing stuff in those situations, but I don't believe you can. Could be wrong, but I think it's minus Zeta.
Swords isn't
think
punishable?
it's-
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
enough,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it was like a minus 4 or something. I wasn't sure. That's the thing.
Yeah, the issue is more the pushback than
Yeah.
anything else.
There you go. Oh,
But yeah.
unfortunate. That shouldn't it?
No, it's not gonna kill. It does booty damage. Everything
zero
the Swords does,
damage.
booty damage. Oh, nice. Good use of the stance for the second time in a row now, getting the meaty far heavy. Doesn't end up getting much from it, and we could have seen it again. The medium dash punch to punish the retreating spear.
Oh my god, just slowly
But
walk
yeah,
down.
while I take the
Nicely
risk,
punished.
When you've got enough HP to live one single hit, you just gotta wait. Gets the EX dash punch, gets the kill.
Well safe other than... Okay, and 2 to M beam plus. Not that much. Okay, let's win the corner. Was he? Nice, okay, go slow this time.
Typically, we've been seeing him do triple pogo into overhead, which is like the most dry way to do it, that even Soras can block it. So it's nice seeing him adapt, going for the 2 pogo straight into the low. Doing a fake empty jump there, straight into a...
Oh,
and
nice!
getting blocked.
Okay. I like the option
Yeah.
there. I saw Frost like going for dash punch a lot on the retreat from that
Oh,
one.
no confirm armor for the far heavy though. That could have been it. But there you go, Spear beating out the dash punch.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh, Jesus. We good? Oh, God.
I
my
mean-
God.
Cursed. I mean, this is the worst net play stage in the game as well. So, you know,
no,
not ideal.
I'll be honest. I don't know what they expected. Yeah, I guess.
But,
Is-
you know,
is it
I don't
gonna
think
be- is
net
it gonna
play
be-
stages come into it. If the internet dies, the internet dies.
Oh, God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see what it is.
I mean, this stage, like, the third part of that stage does force desyncs, but who knows if the A's... Wait, is he still in the room?
no,
Oh,
Breshko
Breshka
left.
left.
Is he?
Breshka got the DC this time. Wait, is
I-
it the
No, I think
double
not.
whack?
I'm pretty sure Breshko DP'd every time. Actually, wait a sec.
What's going on?
This is kind of unplayable. Is
Because we all just assumed that Frost was the one that was DCing.
No. Was Breshko the seeing both times actually? Might have to be. Oh, I guess second connection test because I actually don't know which. It should be Breshko though. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Bresco is just accepting that
Yeah.
it's on his end.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, Bershko's just gonna give up, I think. Then I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see a Zeta player getting done dirty, especially, you know,
Especially the only
in
one in top
situations
8.
like this. Oh yeah, bring that up. I don't need that reminder.
It's the last one, dude. It's gone. It's your hopes. Gone.
Good for you,
It's
bro.
gone.
What character do you like, huh? Huh?
Fairy. I like Fairy, man.
Okay, well, wait,
Yeah.
where are the fairies?
Actually, I don't know. Wait, do we have fairies?
Both of the apprentices are gone. Rickster, what are you doing, man?
Oh yeah, they're all dead. Huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, Symmetron knocking out
Yeah,
Jindo.
never mind. I guess we're both losers today, huh?
And Breaker getting knocked out by Necron.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, I guess we'll go for next match anyway. So I guess we'll go losers
mean-
quarters, and then we can go for.
Can I just point out that means that Breaker lost to not one but 2 Bubs in a row? He found like 2 of the 3 Bubs players playing in Europe and managed to lose to them both. That's pretty cursed, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess that's it. Yeah, we'll just do next match. God, that actually
Yeah, why not?
sucks though. Jesus. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's just something you gotta expect.
Yeah.
these days. Oh.
Yeah, Jindo got knocked out, man. And so did Breaker. All the fairies, man. The fairies. And the worst part is that the Bubs aren't even in top 8. Where the Bubs at?
Is he not? Hang on, wait.
No Bubs in top 8.
Oh, yeah, no, the last one was Necros and he's dead, huh? Yeah.
We got Charlotta, Grand, Charlotta, Namaya,
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Ladiva, and Soris. Some of the less represented characters in Europe all on the end of the bracket. Kind of
To be fair,
interesting.
that was
Especially
like,
if Volaire pulls out Jita. Oof,
No,
then you've got
no
a
way.
plethora of underrepresented characters.
wait, is Jita underrepresented, really?
Yeah, no, easily the single most underrepresented character in the entire region.
Okay.
Like, it used to be a toss-up between Jita and Namaya,
Mhm.
but these days now I'm pretty sure it's just Jita. And obviously, Catalina used to have, like, she has a lot of representation, but not many great players. But as of 1.3, lots of players have been dropping Catalina as well, so it's getting rough, man. But, you know,
The one
Deviants
underrepresented is
winning the Red
Catalina.
Bull tournament, saving everyone, saving Catalina players everywhere. Nah, Deviants. She's not the most underrepresented. Like, if you look around, there are Catalina players that we can take. But for Jita, there is literally just Evans and Aixie, and they don't tend to play all that much in most of the online events. And then when you look over towards Cat, there's a plethora of players, but not many, you know, top players. But Deviants, don't worry, you carry the Cats, Just like in the team tournament, 3 Cats.
Nice
That was
5D
easy.
there. 5U, I mean.
Battle 2. Engage.
Deviants, this person plays Gran and Jita. Don't get baited, man. Don't get baited. But yeah, this is the battle of the midgets right now.
I mean, okay, no, yeah, no, it is.
You
kinda
can't
like-
try and tell me that
I
Namaya isn't
can- I
also a
can- no, I
midget,
can-
man. You were
It's-
trying, but it just so happens also that the female midgets in this game and Jita all are very similar in that they have huge throw ranges, ridiculously good run startup and walk speed, and great jump arcs. Like, in a lot of ways, Namaya is like the Shoto type Charlotta, and Jita again similarly, like kind of like a prototype, Shoto type, pardon, Charlotta.
I don't know. It's a really weird way to describe Narmaya, but I guess
I genuinely feel like Jita is a combination of Percival and Charlotta.
Percival and Charlotte, really. Okay.
Very similar. Well, it's not similar because of the way one uses fireball special cancels and one of them uses
And victory.
uh,
Battle 1. Engage.
wreckers, but you know, in the way that they like to play, you know, to set up their pressure, their general game plan. One of them has a command throw though. That's the big difference.
Which you might or might not need, I guess. Depends. Depends on the patch.
I mean, if Jita had a command throw, I think this game would be over. I think we could wrap it up, boys.
Actually, yeah, it's probably like a most like underutilized button, right? The 5U. I don't seem to use it that much. You saw like you used
Yeah,
to feel like
that's the one thing. If she had Grand 5U, again, wrap it up. This shit's over.
yeah.
But her 5U isn't bad, it's just not as usable in as many situations as, say, Gran. Or as, you know, directly impactful to a game plan as, say, Percival.
Yeah, for sure.
Down.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn. I mean, Sanya Chan, honestly, like I said, I could see this being his bracket. Getting knocked down into losers was... No, this is winners finals, isn't it? No, this is losers. Yeah. This is losers quarters.
losers quarters.
Yeah. Who was it that knocked Sanya Chan
Sanya Chan?
down? It was Lolaire, right?
Was it? Oh no, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Because I was trying to think, like, the only thing that could have sent Lolaire down to this, you know, to here in this bracket, well, it has to be something Nunga.
I think it's safe. Yeah. Just you know, center pressure with buffers, throwing a few.
Yeah, I
chain
mean,
slices
Ace
there.
Dance, far heavy, look at that, man. The range on it is absolutely beautiful. Getting the safe jump, no punish though. Not hit the lab, but tentatively just poking around with those far heavies, threatening a special cancel off of every single one of them as well. It's kind of like a mini RPS mix.
Oh, nice.
Ow.
Okay.
I mean, that was fake as fuck, but
Yeah,
again,
I mean,
is it fake as fuck if it hits? I mean,
it's not a fake if it works, man. It's just how it works.
if it works, it's big brain. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. We're just not as big brain as Charlotte players, and yeah, that confirmed. That was what you were talking about earlier, right? It always looks really scuffed.
Yeah.
Right, it crosses back over, but you still have enough plus frames to get it confirmed with life.
Especially worse. Like no, in the corner it's even worse because it doesn't even actually hit. It just like goes back. It's just like the little gremlin like jumping in and going landing back where she was from. Okay.
Hitbox
yeah,
like that,
Symmetron's gone.
you know, quite learning back up.
Two-
Wait, that wasn't a 3-0, right?
No, it was 2-0. No, we're in.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I keep on thinking that we're in winners, because again, these players, great players. Kind of players I'm used to seeing deep in winners bracket. Yeah, never mind. Ignore me.
No, it's
I had it in my. I kept on having it in my head that was winners finals, bro. I already did.
Oh god, no, you're doing it after, because you know it's do it some timing to let people in losers be able to rest, you know. Otherwise, like you
Yeah,
might
I mean-
have like people having to play like 4 matches in a row or something.
Gumius against Frost is going to decide the last member of our top 4 there, so that's pretty hype. And honestly, Sora's against the Diva, that's got to be such a brawl.
Oh
Like,
god, I can't really see that
There's
matchup
going to be
going.
no dull moments.
Can you make more emotes for what on my stream or on my stream? I really can't. That's the thing. I don't have slots. Actually, I do. I am missing like an emote for like the more expensive thingy, but you know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have ideas, man. That's the issue.
Don't worry, I just take random emotes and whack them on. It's all good.
Yeah, sure, bet,
Genius.
Okay, we have Frosty already. Actually, wonder. I wonder actually like with like how the pandemic is happening. Like like if people are like you know, staying home more, deciding maybe to switch controllers. But I've seen like a decent people amount of like just switching to hitbox, just pretty much for that, or even keyboard. That kind of stuff.
Soaring
I mean,
versus
I personally switched over, but in a game like this, I feel like it's really accepting of pretty much every input method. So.
To be fair, that's like most games. It's more like a preference thing, but it's just like you know, it's like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. In like 6-button layouts, etc., I can see why you wouldn't want to use, say, a DS4.
oh yeah,
But in a game like Grand Blue, it's at this point games are being so optimized for pad that it's kind of nearly even optimal to use pad in certain games.
true.
But regardless, you know, people who use pad analog sticks with the D-pad, they're like,
Oh god, yeah, no, that's
little shit,
I'm just,
man.
that's why I always say like pad is like some cheapy shit and nobody knows, nobody accepts it.
Yeah, because no one does it. But you see those Japanese players doing both the D-pad and the analog stick at the same time, and you're just like, bruh.
Yeah, especially if you play like people who play like you know like charge cut in Street Fighter or something, like doing dial one frame booms or something. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, stuff like that should be patched out, but it's the responsibilities of both the devs and the manufacturers to ensure that SSD is correctly implemented into all of their devices.
Definitely won't though. Like as long as people really use it. Regardless, though, like the match here, first like the first round already. I expected this to be more like
Oh,
Viva
wow.
sided.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup, it has got to be Ladiva side. At the end of the day, you're playing Soros, you don't have any good reversal tools. Even when you have Nita, your reversal tools are a little bit shit.
Yeah.
And
the-
you're
like,
playing
the
against a
moment you get
character
hit.
with SPD.
Yeah.
You're in the blender and you have to take the guess. There's no RPS for, you know,
Yeah, there you go.
Ladiva in any way. It's just mix.
Okay, it's starting. What's it gonna be? Okay, we're going safe here. Just going safe jump. Anything here will kill. Just one wrong guess.
So that time, Ladiva did the one headbutt and then tried to bait out a reversal. Obviously, Sora's not getting fooled, going to Nappy Man mode, and let's see if he can bring this back.
There you go. It's gonna be.
We see
He's
the
gonna,
unblockable setup. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it?
is he gonna pretend to be a grappler? Is it gonna happen?
I mean, I could see it happening. It's not coming
Oh,
out
never
yet,
mind,
though,
okay.
against SPD. Nah.
Yeah.
Get this Nappy Man out of here. People saying Sora's is cool looking ass.
battle 3.
SPD.
There you go. Nah, that
No,
keeps happening. Every time he's done like EX headbutt, like one hit into SPD, he's just gonna work. Let's see if see some of that.
I mean, at the end of the day, we saw him trying to bait out the super when Sora's had access to it. But other than that, every time it's been one headbutt SPD. Every time.
Yeah.
And you know, why fix what's not broken?
That's kind of the thing, though. It's like I saw Gamius even before go for. Oh no, can't do that. He's gone away from crouchers. Like I saw Gamius go like try early to adapt, you know, like try to frame trap with the 2-all instead, and even then though, like Frost like just keeping for the same thing, just down back and all that. And like no adaptation can sometimes be adaptation at the same time. Yeah. Has super.
Yeah.
Not at any moment, yeah. Never mind. Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, Frost wrapping that one up nice and quick.
Yep.
This match, like all the matchups in this game, even the most extreme ones, barely break 60-40 in a game that's very fundamentals based. So any character can make any matchup work, but at the end of the day, like I said at the start, this is just going to be an absolute slogfest. Characters running their offense on characters without DPs. You know, both of them having a kind of like a wet dream. Like this is the ideal situation for them. They can just run their game plan on the other character.
Oh.
That was just a failed SPD.
Yeah, 100%.
When you see random super jump back, into airthrow, that's a very clear indicator of
it
well,
told
that
me,
man
like-
just fucked up his 360.
like if it works, it's like the greatest read of his life. But realistically, it's no. You just messed up.
It wasn't even a read. Again, it's just a mess up with the SVD.
Yeah.
I mean, if by some miracle you manage to catch them going for super jump forwards with your misinput SVD, you know, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That's some galaxy brain shit. At that point, now that wasn't a misinput SVD. That was just genius galaxy brain. But I'm yet to see it. I'm yet to be convinced.
And there you
Haven't
go
seen the
again.
mine yet,
Just
but
keeps
there you
going.
go, SVD again. But you've got at least another 5 or 6 SVDs in a row to win this
Oh,
out.
never mind,
Yeah,
it's
there you
gonna
go.
be it.
Same
Wow,
situation
okay.
as before.
Yeah,
We've
I'll
seen
fix
this
it.
quite a few times already, getting the wow, that's it.
Yeah, takes it
But
fast,
he got the
actually, too.
reset
Oh.
there. Yeah, I mean that's just matchup and experience coming in. He got the same reset like 3 times
Yeah.
in the same match. But at the end of the day, who the fuck has Sora's matchup experience?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. There's not like much else to it, honestly. I guess we'll go for winners finals now, and then go around from the.
That's
from
true,
losers right
Deviants.
there.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, life's against the law there. It's going to be pretty hype. Again, Charlotta, another one
Oh, God.
against Lolaire playing Gran, which is basically just Charlotta with a fireball.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
So we've got a pretty Unga top 4. I'm not going to lie. We've got Sora's, 2 Charlottas, and a Gran.
I mean, there's honestly, like seeing, like after having seen like other games of this type, like this is just like the kind of top 4 I expect in this in like Europe, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because again I've run these events quite frequently, but usually it's propagated by the more calm characters slash, you know, like kind of intentional characters, but that's just because of who the top players happen to play. But
Yeah.
characters like Fairy, Matera, Catalina, Bubs even, which is an interesting one. That they're the typical contenders for winning events. We see a lot of characters like Ladiva in top 8.
Yeah.
And recently, there's been an upsurge of Charlotta. There's been a downsurge of Lancelot, though, since 1.3 for obvious reasons.
Wonder why. No
You
reason.
know,
in
all the
particular, I
Lancelots have to actually play the game now, and all of a sudden, all the rest of the characters are broken, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, wow. It's my turn
What's
to.
going on
It's,
there?
like it's my turn to play on the console now, man. It's just how it is.
It's my turn to complain about characters, you know? They're so used to having their main complained about that they're like, okay, now is my time.
Okay. Just does raw boot. That wasn't even space. Just gets punished straight away.
And yeah, Venice, I did say at the beginning of this event that if you signed into this, I was hesitantly confident that you'd probably take it, and we finally get to see your Vasaraga take it, but you know, talked about that at the start of the stream. It was a shame to see yourself and a couple other players who had a pretty good shot at this tournament, dropping out at the start.
Lost
Regardless,
the
we've got
B5 in winners finals.
Yeah, I mean, who is this random gnome name B rank player, bro? Who is this?
Definitely not the console player, bro.
Hey, only real ones will get that reference, right? Only real ones will.
What's the skill or the I'm not going for one single button to super. Okay, that doesn't matter in the end. Okay, yeah. Regardless, he'd be blocked or not, he was dead, so that's fine.
I mean, but at the end of the day, he had reversals available to him, so that was still a bit of a risk. But you know what? It's Charlotta.
Like what
You expect, you gotta see those risks. A nice air-to-air block on the JL there, though,
No punish
forcing
on the, on the
Charlotta
right
to be
side.
one.
God, I really hate that sword, man. I'm gonna be honest though. It is like slightly distracting.
I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, it's Charlotta, right? So I don't mind as much.
Do you think
The
it fits
character's
her more? I
already a
guess?
clown character,
Yeah,
so
okay.
why not?
There. Can't kill. Doesn't have SSBA. Really close to winning.
We'll work on it, lads. We'll work
Yeah.
on it.
Where's the coin flips? Oh, none of this time, man. Okay, we're not doing. Okay,
That
here
was
we
my
don't.
random B rank player reference, bro.
Bro, we don't do coin flips. We only do rock paper scissors. That's just how it is.
That's the that's the gentleman's.
The true show
Coin
of
flip.
skill.
You know, the best of 3 rock paper scissors match.
I coin flip
ultimate
has
you and me.
happened. Hey, not in my event, okay? Not in mine.
Oh, apparently you're lying, bro. Apparently there has been a one year event.
Nah, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. It was someone else's.
Oh.
It's part of the brand. Hey, people, come on. Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Yeah, just a side switch with the EXP input.
Honestly, like, you take the +1 there, which is lovely and all, but all it takes is Grant going for a DP once to just shut down random demon flip and neutral. Like, I honestly feel like it's one of the big things that players aren't doing against Charlotta, is just dealing with demon flip. Like, you shouldn't be able to do it outside of melee situations that freely, to be honest. Because if the other player's paying attention, you can easily get anti-air punishes on it for. And especially with a character like Grand, with a ridiculously fast 2H, with a ridiculously good reward.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be getting away with it as much.
Like you punish him for him once, and he's probably gonna stop doing it for a while, to be honest. And if he doesn't, you know he's gonna die for it. So you take that
Or
exchange
deviants
every
with-
time.
We've brought this up many times. It's not just the Vern weapon, it's the Vern color as well, you know. He's all in. He's committed.
Oh, perfect.
Getting the 7
alright.
golden letters though, yeah. This is not looking pretty for your fake Charlotta, you know. Grand
Sure.
trying to act as if he's a Charlotta.
Victory. Battle 1.
It's not enough, man. You gotta
Big
actually
Big
be
Charlotte,
Charlotta. You gotta channel the inner Charlotta. Otherwise, it's not
Bro,
gonna happen.
the thing is, like, unfortunately, I'm not a Charlotte player, but like Gran is not cute enough to be a Charlotte. Okay, I mean that's like the issue.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? I was talking about it earlier. If you're going to, like, 'cause Lolaire in general is a pretty scrambly player. You know, it's the Unga Grand. There are two types of Grands. There's the patient, intentional Grand that uses the ridiculous frame advantage and the big buttons with the ridiculous reward. So, you know, to muscle their way through the game like that. And then there's the Unga Grand that just does random shit into DP and it works. Lolaire is definitely the latter. But when you force the game into scrambles, that's, you know, Charlotta territory. But every now and then you get the universal overhead counter hit, take this to the corner, block the DP,
nice. Okay,
get
there
the
you go.
one dodge, and a shit with a throw, which, you know, definitely isn't optimal, but
I think
at
it's
least he's
even-
showing that he has an understanding of what he has to do.
No, that's the issue. He did the same thing earlier. Just you can't get the proper punish. You're just going for a throw
Yeah,
instead. It was
you know what you
hard
should
to
have done?
Yeah.
You should have 2H'd it.
Yeah, just end here.
You
He's
would've
dead.
killed.
He's dead. If you
Literally
do that,
died. I mean, you would have won the round, you know? That's what I mean. Players just need to take a little bit of time learning their matchups before they go into the chat saying, man, Charlotta DP's so bullshit. Man, I've had that a lot in HEB, don't worry. This is just like PTSD for me right now.
Yeah.
Charlotta DP's so bullshit. I'm like, have you labbed it? And they're like, no, but it's bullshit. I can't punish it. I'm like, bro.
Okay, bro. But I'm just saying, like the game.
Once you have labbed it, then you can say Charlotta DP's bullshit, because it is. It is bullshit. But you can't say that until you've labbed it, you know?
You don't know quite know the extent to it, which is bullshit. You know, that's like the main issue. Okay. There you go.
That's true,
Sense?
Deviant.
Oh, just jumps out of EX sense. He doesn't care, like at all. Still in the corner though. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Unless it's a drop, yeah. We all know life's always going for those baby confirms. But as a result, you don't see the drops like with Sanya-chan off of
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. Like baby damage, I don't care. It kills you. Who cares? That's fine.
Well, they're getting sent into losers though.
Oh, okay, lols. Rip lols, man. Oh, look
Yep.
at him. He's so wholesome, dude. You know.
You're gonna bring out Jeets, man. I mean, you've got the avatar. You're halfway there. Pick the character.
Bro, he has the avatar. He's being cute as Jita. He just has to play like her as well now. That's it. That's literally all he has to do.
What is gotta do?
Just
That's all we gotta do.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for Oh my god. We actually wait. Do we have two Charlottas in top 4? Yeah, we do. Done.
Yeah, I did say we have 2 Charlottas in top 4 plus a Grand, which is again baby Charlotta. And
Then we have like
Charlotta
Swords,
with a
who's like
fireball,
baby
and then
Charlotta.
we have Soras, so it's just gonna be burly Charlotta. We'll go with that. They're just absolute gorillas everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Gorilla top 4.
You already plays like a Jita? Oh, he kind of does, yeah, I guess. Might as well just play Jita
I don't know what
right
you're
away.
trying to say about that, because to me, Gina is a bit more patient and intentional than Gran, and Gran's the Unga one. So, and he's like, Lolaire is definitely one of those more Unga gorilla-y Grans, for sure.
No, actually, probably, actually, yeah. Most of it is over the buttons. The Charlotta didn't respect me. Lol, so like, what do you want him to do, man? He just...
You're playing a gorilla versus gorilla matchup. There's no respect here. You do minus shit into DP. That's what you do.
You're not even respecting him yourself. Like, you're respecting him too much, dude. Just stand here, dude.
Yeah, like for example, you blocked a lot of DPs, but your punishes just weren't there. You would literally won. I believe it was 2 rounds. I've only seen.
Yeah.
Maybe there are a couple that would have had more knock-on effects, but directly, you would have won 2 rounds if you Had to punish down. And
Had a
also,
few-
Gita's
had a-
always swinging because every single swing is a frame trap. But they know that shit. That shit's intentional.
Okay, I'm
Whereas
just gonna.
Grams,
I'm just
they
gonna.
don't care, bro.
To be fair, the
You don't
good.
see any Jitas neutral skipping with boot into DP. That's because she doesn't have that. But I can guarantee if she did have that, they probably would. But she doesn't, so therefore, Grand Small Gorilla. All right.
Goes again, yeah. Just lot of blocks here, nothing much. Oh, that's still like minus. I don't know why let him do it. I guess it's like somewhat hard to react to just because of it. There's like very little block hit stop, I guess. You know?
Life's in the chat. So, wow, what the hell? That was the fakest safe jump into empty. Like, there are a lot of them where you see like just fancy empty jump lows.
Oh, there you go. Is that confirmed?
into the
Ah,
throw there? Yeah, and takes it all the way to the corner. Again, we saw this in the last match with Soris, right? Just getting a random jump in. Like, it's just a safe jump, but it keeps on connecting.
Yeah.
So a lot of trying to just jump out of there. Exclamation mark bracket's working again.
Oh, that's
Not
weird.
sure if
No
Nightbot's
wonder.
on and off. Or if it's-
I didn't do
it's
anything, so I
something.
assume. No, I didn't do anything, so I think it just
I
works now.
guess.
Yeah, we take it.
Who
That's
knows?
fine. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and again, no DP from.
Oh, it
Soris,
should be the. Oh no, he drops it. Oh, and that was the magic. Okay.
Is it a drop, bro, or is it a reset? Alright.
Oh.
Battle 3.
I mean, awakening the Gran, I guess. And it's the fourth
I
one,
work
bro.
in the Grand Blue. I don't know. People, bro, I don't make the names, okay, man. Like
Don't ask Kilobyte, bro.
for this series, I'm just like I'm just like here, okay. I'm not in charge, man. I'm a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Fancy empty jump low again, getting the throw off of it. Back to neutral though. Blocks the demon flip, takes his turn back, and slowly but surely Sanya Chan's health pool is diminishing. Eating one chip after one chip after one chip straight into the 63H.
Okay.
Ross is looking nasty, man.
How fast is EX kick, by the way?
That's pretty fast. I think it's something like 8 frames. I want to say 7, 8 frames.
Okay.
Lars, you're in the chat, right? You'll know. It's fast and it has a decent anti-air hitbox. I know that.
Oh, nice. Okay, actually punishes on the. I think it was M wheel. Might have been. There you go. Nice backdash. What was the question?
what's the
How fast
startup
the?
on 63H?
Yeah.
Ooh, drops
6. Oh, okay. I see.
6 frames.
Yeah, really fast.
Hella fast. Yeah. I guess that's why that was a frame trap there then.
Yeah, well, I was
Easy
wondering
to
what was
get
doing that
there.
into that instead of just like a $5 or something. Makes sense. Guess you got
Yeah,
to
like
onto it.
I assumed that it was maybe just punishing a medium, but no, it was just straight up pure punish.
There you go.
good old frame.
Jumps in. Oh, nice.
Again.
That doesn't safe jump.
Even the commentators don't know about Soros stuff, bro.
Bro,
Hidden
legit,
Discord
who
tech. Who
plays
the
this
hell has
character,
matchup
man?
experience? I
Yeah.
mean, Kingston plays this character. There's also Skrill, who is
Okay.
a Narmaya player, who has moved over to Soros as well.
They're from
But there's quite
Narmaya
a
to
few of them,
Soros.
not
That's
gonna
like
lie.
quite the jump. Quite the jump. I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Soros is really weird because I feel like, wow, interesting. Like,
Yeah.
not punish, taking his turn back off the spot dodge. Okay, yeah, A and B is 7 frames. That makes
Okay, I
sense.
see.
So I remember it being 1 frame faster than the best anti-airs in the game. But I was thinking of light and medium.
There you go, confirm here. I wasn't get too much out of it.
I mean, no,
Oh,
he's
nice
going for the reset.
loops. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
So,
There you go, the safe
right
jump.
there.
That should be the.
You do 63M.
Oh no, wait, never mind. That's super. Oh, and that's super as well, but he can't punish. Oh no, he does. Wait.
Nah, again, Sora is one of the few characters that can.
Okay,
the
nice,
X-Dash
nice.
punch.
Okay. The X punch. Okay.
But yeah, I'm more interested in the reset situation because you don't see that very often. Sora is actually going for that combo, but it's one of the things when Soros was released that made me, I'm like, no, this character has some dirt. He has corner resets with 63M, 63M, where he basically does that. It juggles you up high enough, and then you jump up with them. And you know how Lancelot does, like, you fall into EX5 and he gets a mix. It's kind of the same. Right, there's nothing you can do. You both land at the same time, and you have to take a overhead or a low mix up.
Can we be fair? It seems like you get like the mix you get isn't like quite as good. So because of the options here. It's okay.
I mean, no, again, there are more layers to the pressure from Lancelot afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Whereas with Soros, it's much more of a direct mix-up. But you'll take it because your presser is ass.
True. And Okay, that's it. 2-0. Jesus.
Yeah, too well. Sanya Chan getting knocked out of the tournament.
Every single
I was pretty
Frost match
confident
being
that
really
Sanya
fast.
Chan could have took this one. I'm not gonna lie, but
I
the
don't know, dude.
unseen threat, you know.
I know. I don't even know. Like, who did Frost lose to you? Because every match we've seen him play, just like played really well. Like honestly, you know, like pretty clean. Shall we check? I think he lost like super early. Actually, might have been because I didn't quite know about him. Oh. Oh, you know, lost against Lives. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Understandable. Whatever. Regardless, we shall see the next match now. So, it's gonna be. Is it the end of lulls? Not yet. Not yet. We'll see. He might take it, dude. Like quite easily. Lulls is yeah, it's kind of like a gorilla matchup, but you know, he can definitely take it. Regardless. Okay, no, I don't even have to ping him. He knows. He knows. Okay. That's the kind of thing I really appreciate. You know, man. Regardless. Yeah, okay, he knows. I don't have to say anything. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna see lulls against is the Sword still finally taking a tournament? But then Kingston like take a few tournaments already. I actually don't know. Or at least he got close. Not that much.
Like Kingston's won a few events, but they were all as Lancelot, so.
Was really?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because
I haven't seen the Soros win yet.
I definitely heard he won tournaments. I just didn't know what to play. Oh, whoa! The AFK round start. What's going on? No, we're good.
I mean, we've seen some net issues with Frost, you know.
Are we just gonna take that? You know? Okay, they're just playing after the boot. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, nice. Blocks the boot. Respects the DP though. Ends up.
Right, okay, yeah.
His turn, getting put into the corner.
Empty jump low, doesn't get. Oh, Jesus. There you go. With JU into just, you know, just 5L actually. Keep pressure. Just 3 times dash punch, okay. Oh my god, the classic. Hard to judge the throw distance sometimes.
I mean, yeah, especially with bigger characters like Soros, weirdly, their hitbox, hurtbox, like, it's especially notable for me with Vasaraga, but it's very deceptive. So, for example, proximity normals come out in situations where you wouldn't have thought they would, and throws whiff when you wouldn't have thought they would.
That's oh my god, nice.
Yeah. Keeping it nice and clean. Frost taking first round.
Oh, but just to make sure this is first 2-3, by the way. Because we are in, actually it is, right? Because we're in losers finals. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they need an indicator so much as they just really need to be finely tuned. Especially because, like, in a game like this, they're not universally applied, like, proximity normals and... what's the other thing? Proximity normals and the buffers aren't universally applied in this game. So it can be really situational, you know?
To be fair,
Like,
it's
kind of
also...
like nuance you expect in other Arxis games, like OG titles like BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, in the nuance in those systems, but put into a game like Grand Blue where there really isn't all that much complexity in the rest of the systems, you know?
To be fair, the thing is, proximity normals can be just kind of hard to tune in general, just because you can be at that distance, or like you're like at the edge of like how getting a close to normal, and they just like walk out, and so the close to normal doesn't hit anymore or something, you know, that kind of stuff. It's like those ranges that's like weird to judge, you know.
Might as well all the people in the stream though that this is losers finals now, so this is a first to 5 month, first to 3 pardon.
Yeah.
Be fair for a while if it's first to 5.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
If Frost wins this round, it's not match point, is my point. We've still got a little bit more of a mountain for the left to try and bring this back.
Yeah. Okay, EX boot.
Nice. Yeah, plus frames.
Oh, gets a
Taking out
corner
Rick.
and throws him back into it.
Yeah, random scramble situations, why not? Getting the punish. Nice. Jumps his way out of that corner. It's just dead. Nah, it's not. There's no way. Okay. One more situation though. One more touch.
Okay,
and gets the random meaty.
Meaty 5L,
What,
that's it, you know? Yeah, it just works.
Yeah. It was a delayed meaty, so maybe Lolaire was going for the Rotec or Universal.
Oh, nice, finally.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first
Boot
time,
putting
like...
you aerial is still so fucked up. They changed it for his auto combo, which somehow ended up being a buff because of the nature of his boot. So, right, you can cancel into boot now because it's grounded. It was supposed to be a nerf. Anyway, like, but boot clashes are still so fucked up. Soar across the sky. I mean, we blinked for a second and Frost is pretty much dead. Gets the block in the side switch. Good, nice optimal punish. Never mind, drops it, and it costs him. Commentator curse.
Still, I'm just saying, still kind of messed up on like how like you have Punchy Boy do like less damage on like most of the cats for no reason. I don't know, man.
I mean, honestly, I don't really care about that so much as you have the character that has no DP and no fireball game have some of the worst pressure in the game because it all pushes them away. It's like once Saurus gets in, he should be in, but nah. Arxis is no.
Oh, that should be that. Oh no, never mind. Why didn't he go into super? Huh.
He also isn't as chunky as the Diva and Vasaraga. He's got like the only character in the game that has 10,500 HP instead of 11, like straight up just 11,000. So it can really shows you the Arc system works. You know, they're very tentative with the balancing of Saurus. That they were very scared of making the character too strong, especially because after the release, they weren't planning on doing any updates to the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
So,
I
I feel like that contributes to why Saurus is the way that he is.
It probably is. The thing is just like it would have been worse if he ended up coming up like top 1 and like not be patched for like a while.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
everyone would have
it,
complained 10 times more.
in this case, it's just like, you know, like it just got unlucky because of when it was released, which is just like, you know, it's not the kind of stuff we want to see. But
yeah,
nice. See the punish here.
Nice. I'm gonna be dead. But...
Okay,
oh, wow!
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I guess H also
one
come
hit,
with the super.
You know,
Still...
still does damage. Still does damage. But Christ, I'm used to seeing situations like that leave them with a little bit of health to play with. But
yeah,
I'm also used to Torres super doing surprisingly not a lot of damage. So
yeah,
actually genuinely shocked me. Also, I'd like to see that, bro. Elios is a VTuber win.
Oh god, oof, I don't know, man. Like, how do you even do it? Actually, it's like hard to do, man. I don't know.
I don't know. You just have a art like piece made up that has, you know, all of the correct stuff in place to be easily rigged.
Yeah.
And then there are already all sorts of AI and random software systems in place that do the rest of the work for you.
God.
But obviously you have to make a cute ass OC, otherwise what's the point?
Bro,
That's a struggle.
Bro, that's actually a struggle. Bro, although it also gets to the point where it's just like you have your OC out, it's like, they're good? They know, okay. No, they don't know. Oh. What? Oh, bubbles. If I can get swatched by that S1 Saurus, I didn't.
I mean, this is not what you want to see at the end of the day. Not even seeing any Jeeters, you know? Oh, my bad, doesn't realize, you know? I told the people on the stream that it was first free, but
I'm just saying,
not in the know.
I told as well. It literally says in the bracket, but you know, people don't listen. It's fine. We take that. Saurus top tier.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to get people to join these events and play in them. God forbid we make them read. That's something too much, alright? You're getting a bit ahead of yourself.
You know, like we have like people at least join the room every time. Like I take what they get, you know, man. Oh, nice meat
setup. Yeah, it was so meaty that you get a unique combo from it. You know, yeah, Saurus, you don't get much, but you know.
Counter E-mash after whiff boot, man. That's like godlike. Okay, damage.
Drop combo, universal overhead, counter hit. Let's go.
Kongi match because they didn't have any cooldowns, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was shitty DP, but...
Oh god, goes for the full rack, that's gonna kill 100%.
Dead, yeah.
Okay, Lords, we made you go back to get one more game. Okay, let's not throw it away right away.
You
Come
didn't
on,
play
man.
Vita. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you just followed the advice...
Well, you can't just have the Jita avatar, just not even play it, man. Come on. They go nice. Finish here. Big damage. There you go.
Hi, caramba.
Nice.
Hi, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I like this new tech. Just doing random 5Us in neutral. It's working. I see.
Hey, 5U cancel into troll, man. That's a move now. It's just a move. How they're gonna react to that, dude? What's going on?
Oh, wow. Boot going directly over. That sucks.
Oh,
Not the left.
I
Tap on the board. Let's go. The comeback starts now. Never mind. Gets hit by multiple dash punches in a row. Not what you want to see. Again, I feel like Rolex is very reluctant to come to DPs. We need more grand DPs in here.
Yeah, it's somewhat playing like okay, like it went like I don't know, it's being like really like alpha and elf. It's going like either like random like super unsafe
Gets
stuff.
his pressure, he goes rando as hell.
Yeah.
But he's playing neutral very respectively. I'm assuming just because he doesn't have the matchup knowledge.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Soros has some really weird stuff in neutral, like, especially if he gets Soros somehow manages to get a throw. He doesn't have restands like the Diva, but it's pretty close. The situation that you get after it can be pretty brutal. But regardless, Frost putting himself into grand finals on the loser's side. It's going to mean that he has to win 2 first-to-3s in a row, though. One to reset the bracket and one to win it up against Lifes, who is a French Charlotte player.
Oh god, we'll see. It's definitely gonna be scrambles again. You know.
Yeah, I can't believe Soros is better than Gran. Confirmed, everyone. Confirmed.
Hey, to be fair, net play U tournament is definitely the best way to judge this kind of stuff. Wait, what's going on? Oh, wait, they joined. I didn't even see. Oh god, they did. Hang on. Oh wow. Okay, I'm blind. That's fine. Fellow Teals, how's it going, people? What's going on?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay. There we go. Nice, DP back. There you go. Can't get call the button confirm because from the air counter deck thing. Think of anything though. Wait, all of them having split region, you net play the tournament instead. Thing is like it will be nice mostly because of you know, better connections and stuff. It's just like harder to organize, harder to like get people pretty much. It depends on the game as well, I think. So, like in this kind of game, it definitely helps.
You net play tournaments. What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does that actually mean?
As in like having like maybe only UK or only West Europe or East Europe and that kind of stuff.
Like, these events exist. For example, we have the French events,
Yeah.
and the Spanish events, and the Dutch events, and the exhibitions organized within the Nordic area, etc. These
Yeah.
regional events definitely already exist at the end of the day, but most of them have started opening up to just being European events. You know, they focus on their players, but they're open to having other people join. Because at the end of the day, there's no real reason to gate communities like that, especially in anime games, which, again, Bramble isn't an anime game, but it's made by Axis, so gets a lot of the same treatment.
The thing is, it mostly because of reasons like net play and kind of stuff. Like in games like this, it's like somewhat like understandable to like, you know, justify.
I mean, at the same time, just buy an Ethernet cable, have a decent internet connection, you'll be fine.
It still depends, you know. Routing is the thing, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true, but at the end of the day, the people that I've been talking to and seeing people talk about, you know, routing issues, etc. The people involved usually have a blip evolved in one way or another. So at the end of the day, routing issues are a thing, but they don't usually make the connection like straight up unplayable. It doesn't usually go beyond the scope of both players having good connections and it being stable 3 to 4 frames from what I've seen. I've
Hopefully
never
being
seen any
wired
like
and stuff.
monstrous gating situations with ISPs.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously NA is completely immeasurably larger than Europe, right? A single difference between states can be the same between entire regions in Europe.
Makes it even worse the fact that like it seems like they don't have the most stable connection on average because of bad
And they
infrastructure.
also don't have the best connections, and on top of that, NA players also just have a lot more people in the scene.
Yeah,
Right? There's a
yeah,
lot more
yeah.
bodies in the FG scene over there, so they can afford to do stuff like that. But in Europe, where it's already hard enough to get numbers, you know, I don't feel like further segregating a game is really the way.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the game though. Like something like Street
Yeah.
Fighter or some stuff like that. It's like actually no, like even in Grand Blue, I think like the first Spanish tournament had like a lot of people, like
Yeah,
60
yeah, it's
or
the same
something.
with the French events, etc. They're all flourishing. They're doing really well. I believe there's also German events with Hard Edge. Like they do really well. Especially because there are certain players that like to stay inside of their cliques, and that's completely understandable. Especially because if you don't have great understanding of other languages, etc., it's completely understandable. I have nothing against like these regional tournaments existing, but what I'm trying to get at is that I don't think we need any more of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
we have that niche already pretty covered. For regions where there are enough players, if you know what I mean, where there are enough players, there usually is a community running region-specific events, and then obviously filling in those gaps are the European-wide events.
Yeah. It's
And
fast enough.
in games like Street Fighter, the population in Europe is a lot more, so you can get away with regional entries more in games like that.
Yeah.
But then you have games like Melty where you have net rollback, so who the hell cares? Just
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, I mean, like, for games like this, it's, like, way harder to justify. Like, I won't do, like...
yeah.
Like, even for Street Fighter, and Street Fighter doesn't have, like, the best rollback at all, but, like, even for Street Fighter, like, I'll probably just spend a bit less. Because as long as the connection is decent, it's, like, really good, you know?
And yeah, Frosty is in HAB. Frost was lingering around in the off-topic channels talking about Grand Blue for, like, a week. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give him the Grand Blue role. And then he was like, "Oh my god, this thing has a whole ass category." I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
you didn't
man.
know? Okay.
You've just been chatting to yourself, you know. For the past week, you've missed out on all this discussion." But yeah, Lola, Frost is in HAB, and if you're looking for some practice, I know for a fact that I think he was looking for Jita and Ran and Catalina matchup experience. I'm not 100% sure. Don't at me, but I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh, wait. But,
Battle 2. Engage.
okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
for sure, man. You gotta take the Sora's matchup experience where you can get it, man. It's a rare
Nice,
blessing.
okay, DP out. It doesn't even have to DP out there. You can just smash out, pretty much. There's like a decent gap. But, yeah. As long as it works, it works.
Oh yeah,
Nice,
no,
good
that was
punish.
completely observable. Especially in neutral, you didn't have much of a neutral plan going into that one.
Although, to be fair, it seems to me like just a little layer has like some...
You're from the far left.
left-
So you're in, like,
Oh, yeah, it's Portuguese.
west?
It's Portuguese. It's Portuguese. No, but I
Right,
think
so,
like...
and you're having connection and routing issues to people in like Russia, etc. Because I live in the UK. That's like as Western Europe as you can get.
Yeah, no, but like like I know people. Like routing is like a bit particular with them. Like I know that much.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I live in the UK, so the routing to most things is, you know, relatively blessed compared to other
Then
countries.
life got 2. I think life got 1. I mean, because I'm getting a bit autofocus here. Is it 2-1 for Frost or for lives?
I'm pretty sure that Frost has the 2 wins, right?
I think so, right? That's why they signed. Somebody confused me. That's why. 6 matches. Wait, is it 6 matches? What?
Yes, because it's 2 first to freeze, right? So.
Yeah. Oh no, okay, I was talking about another thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's played against Kishi, you know. We've all heard tales of the 6-frame Russian Lancelot. Or, you know,
God.
Eastern European Lancelot. But I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, it's an online tournament, so bad connections will happen every now and then.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't wait until Kilobyte's, you know, tech comes out a little bit more officially. Because then it'll be so useful for delay-based games. And, you know, actually being able to readily enforce actual rulings on connections and being able to easily run connection tests. It'll be pretty sick.
To be fair,
Now,
like,
what we got.
oh god, just
Oh,
5U,
wow.
nice, okay.
You don't see the 5U very often. He has very niche actual uses, but that wasn't one of them. That was just a, hey boys, I'm pressing 5U now. Hold this real quick.
I mean, it's a guess. It's a big brain guess when it works out, or it's a mistake when it doesn't. Yeah.
I'll give you more direct feedback after the stream while there. Because again, that situation there, pretty hard, but in general, my biggest feedback for you is, like, you're playing Unga Gran, right? You're definitely playing Unga Gran. So I want to see more DPs, especially, like, on strict reaction to stuff like Blanca Ball, on stuff like Shoulder Charge, on stuff like Dash Punch, etc. These things are reactable with DP and they do smoke them.
I think the issue was also like just in general. It seems like Valera has like some issues reacting to a few options. Like he did even with Charlotte, he had the issue just like punishing with N-tier. His N-tier
You get your
punish is, like, a
matchup
bit,
knowledge a bit better, and then you get your reactions down. You've got the power of Unga Gran behind you, you'll be unstoppable, bro.
pretty much. Play a strong character, man. Gotta play to his strengths.
Ooh, nice.
Okay,
Panic
nice.
attack.
Good
What
side
about-
switch.
Ross, honestly, he's the master of just holding 9 and just getting out of the corner.
Nice tech throw. Throw tech, I mean, whether it's simple.
Now you're in the throw loop.
Yeah,
And
should be
there you
done.
go.
There you go.
The second you get put into that throw loop, you start panicking because you don't have the matchup experience against Saurus. And then boom, you're dead. Next thing you know.
They didn't even do super there. Nice.
Nah, there you go. Can't hit. No. Ooh, this is really, really awkward right now. Because again, we've got two gorillas trying to wail on each other right now, but it's been going in Saurus' favor just a little bit.
Oh my god, these
But there you go.
DPs.
One of the gorillas has a DP. Let's go.
So many.
One of the characters has a DP. The other one has matchup unfamiliarity going for him. It's a dangerous tool.
Oh, when that leaves though, man, like what does he have? Oh god. That's the sad part.
In this matchup, not much. Not gonna lie.
Pretty much. Okay, just playing down back lolly is happening. Oh my god, nice. The dash rush running for the Q, well, sick.
I mean, yeah, I could have seen it getting, like, smacking the crown before the two bell connected, to be honest, but it didn't end up happening. Charlotta being a little gremlin. Like, her crouching, her box is surprisingly tall. Like, taller than some characters whilst crouching, even though she's a midget because of that damn crown.
Just the crown. Bro, the crown is part of her brain. It's like being confirmed already.
Hey, bro, there's a bit of hair in there, therefore it's a hurt box, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That shit hurts, you know? You pull someone's hair, that's just gonna hurt. Oh, nice. Very random forward roll there. I'm assuming he forward rolled to, like, try and beat out.
I'm waiting for the life TP here, honestly.
Wow. Didn't actually finish off that combo, but didn't SSBA set up.
Oh, nice armor. Can you punish? No?
You know, you don't have a lot of HP to be going for more of those. Go for the plus frames. Guard breaks, but doesn't take the plus frames. He's trying to beat out DP there. Okay, this is at chip point now. You're gonna die if you don't press.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
dead.
I had to do something.
Yeah, could have went for the super on reaction there, or you know, just straight out call out the Blanca ball. But when you're at that situation, you know, it's easier said than done.
Oh, and that's it.
Life-
Okay, yeah, you actually took it.
Yeah, man.
As a tournament. Okay.
Bring it back, ending it 3-2. Good job, Lives. Another Charlotta tournament victory. We almost saw the Saurus victory.
Oh god, that was
It was
so
within
close.
grasp.
I'm sure Lars is like somewhere just like crying right now. He just really wanted the Saurus victory, you know. He was waiting for it. It happens. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Let me type down the results, and that's gonna be it for today. Actually.
That's
Okay.
such a good avatar emote, like player lobby emote.
I didn't even know there was like a thing. Wait, is it new? Is it from the new DLC?
Yeah, it's the Dual Resort one.
Okay, yeah, fair. But yeah, good tournament so far actually. I'm actually quite happy with how it went. Like it went like decently smooth for you know, or other than like that one unfortunate disconnect.
Honestly, it's sad that Benners dropped out and a bunch of the
Yeah.
killers from the EU Grand Blue scene happened to be in the chat instead of in the tournament. But if they were, if Benners was in this, I think he had a real good shot to win it. I'm not gonna lie. And it would have been nice to see Benners win something finally.
Gonna see. Oh, is he like that? The kind of person just like keeps getting close to it but never actually wins something.
Oh yeah, he's always in top 8.
Oh god, that's tragic. Okay, I better luck next time, man. Just gotta like join. That's that easy, dude. But okay.
Can't win if you don't enter.
How do people even cope with enter like more than 1 minute? And hey, people, I don't know, man. People seem
Hey
to
man,
cope
at
with it
least
like
we
really
gotten
well.
out of the phase where there was literally one a day. Oh, even more than one a day. We're talking about one a day with certain days having 2 events a day. We finally exited that phase. You know, a lot of the we're gonna go with Kusage events were just fucking terrible, and they're gone. So thank God.
Really? Okay. I mean, that kind of stuff, if it goes badly, like it tends to like just stop after a while. To be fair, so I guess.
They're like, the
Animals?
Grand Blue community sucks, bro. My events are getting no attendees and no viewership, bro. Well, yeah. No, it's kind of a shit event. I'm not gonna lie.
Should have ran them better, man. It's that easy.
Yeah, just run the events better, bro. Just have better attendees, XD. Just have the attendees run the event for you, like I do.
What do you mean?
Shea Ben be carried
Come
on
on,
stream.
man. Whatever. Okay, go. We have results here. Okay, there you go. Okay, we have what you know, like we've seen these players. We have Necron, Unknown the Bubs, just like playing one match on stream, and that's it. But you know, got top 8 regardless. I think he actually beat like quite a decent players before getting there. You know.
Yeah,
For
he did.
sure. We have Bershko, 7th place, which really like a 7th place even with the Necron. Really unfortunate, by the way. That was like tragic. Just like got to play one match on stream, and it just happened to be that like his connection just fell out pretty much. Just like you know.
I mean, yeah,
Whatever,
those are the
yes.
worst, honestly.
With 5th place, we have Symmetron and Gamius. Lodiva and Ladiva and Narmaya respectively, you know, played pretty well. So I got pretty far with some nice players. Just happened to lose to the top 4 of Gorillas with Lolaire, Sanya Chan, Frost and Likes. But you know, did pretty well.
I mean, this was a gorilla bracket, like, all in all.
Yeah, if you're not able to like deal with gorillas, you just weren't gonna make it today. That's pretty much just how it works. It just happens. But yeah, we had. That's pretty much. How many subs away are you from a new emote? So I think like 12 actually, not many. Because I haven't been streaming on my own much, so that's but I know it's fine.
It's more subs than I have, period.
Really?
I actually think I'm at exactly 12 as of last stream. I think I got like 3 or 4 last stream, which was a surprise.
Nice. Yeah. No, I haven't been streaming much. So like, I just get like a few sometimes, and it's pretty much it. But yeah, it's fine. Don't really do it for that.
Affiliate buyout, you know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Finally, if I manage to get that, put that straight back into the events and the stream. Boom, done.
Yeah. Got that back hardware. People like, boom, never. I'm not doing that shit, dude. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, regardless. Thanks for everyone for joining, for watching all this stuff. You know, really appreciate it. It was it ran pretty smooth, and I appreciate like the players for actually, you know, like doing it properly. I wish like some of the people actually like checked in and like ended up playing, but you know, it happens. I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it happens.
But yeah, thank you as well for Che for, you know, like helping me content today. You know, like really nice to have you around.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
If anyone is interested,
play Melty, you know.
Yeah. If anyone is interested, you know, like is from Hearts Are Blazing, they're on like other Grand Blue and Guild Tiger tournaments soon. Melty, I guess. You know, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Can you guys shield 10 fighting cards? I mean, by 10 fighting, it's a good game, dude. I play it like sometimes, you know. It's a good game, dude. I played it yesterday. It's like sick. Not much else to say, dude. But yeah, but anyways, that's actually gonna be it for today, and yeah, pretty much. Okay, see you next time. For anyone who's interested, I'm gonna be doing a Maiden and Spell tomorrow. I don't think people overlap too much, but you know, it's gonna happen. And next week with Multi Sunday as well. I think. Wait, what is the next? When is the next Melty? Not Melty. The Grand Blue tournament you guys are doing?
The next Grand Blue tournament is next Friday. They run every Friday.
Yeah.
And then we have XR tomorrow, and they run on bi-weekly slots on Sundays. But in 2 weeks, you know, in 2 Sundays time, we're going to be having a big 16-man invitational. All of the best character representatives in Europe. It's going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm starting to fill in the other Sunday slots with Melty events. So
Nice.
that should be good.
Yeah, so you know, if anyone is interested, you know, join up and be sure to play more in events and support your community. You know. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today, fellas. Thank you again for joining up with me. So you know.
No worries. Have a good time, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. See ya.